we're here. It's time. It is time for some bounty hunting. It's time to be Miss Samus in her funny suit. She got the funny suit, you know. She got the different suit this time that allows her to be in a parallel dimension less bad than she was before. So there is that. How do you feel about Samus's design in this game? I like the dark suit. I like the dark armor. It looks good.
I don't think I have a strong opinion on it. You don't really see her armor that much in the Prime games because, it's first person.
I mean, get to see your hand a lot.
You sure do.
Uh-huh. Well, welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm your host, Isaac MCCanary, and would you not all want to be hugging this creature? I would want to be hugging this creature. Look at him.
Yeah,
Look at him.
There's a lot of adorable stuff going on in these pictures.
Well, we're playing more Metroid Prime 2. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Sean, also known as the Talking Skull, he, him, and if I became a Rotom... I'm sorry, I don't know what a Rotom is.
Apparently, so this is a Pokemon. He's a Pokemon. He's an electric ghost that apparently can inhabit machines. We've already done this, though. You said you'd be practically. Or, I guess my version of this was if you could have your head detached and attached to any household item, what would it be?
And what did I say?
Like a little RC car, I believe.
Oh, that's fun.
I'd probably do a Roomba at this point. Probably.
You want to clean the rest of your life?
I already do that, Sean. There wouldn't be any difference, just I'd be on a Roomba instead. That'd be
fun. But you could be on something that doesn't require you to clean for the rest of your life.
Like what?
Like an RC car.
That's fair. Awkward Zombie has a lovely comic about Samus's X-ray vision. I feel like I saw that one, actually. I think I even posted it. I think I even utilized it, I think.
You're doing a lot of thinking right now. It's making me uncomfortable.
Listen, I have a lot to think about. Was I dumb? Apparently I was dumb. Why would I close that? Hold on. I'm stupid. I thought I had left that open for this exact kind of moment, but instead, I apparently closed my volume mixer like a dingle. I thought I left it open for such an occasion. To be able to unmute properly. Little was I but the fool.
You were little but the fool.
Well, where we left off, you got the power of the sun.
I got the power of the sun, and I got Big Bomb.
You got Big Bomb and the power of the sun. And now, really, the universe is your oyster of progress and like 90 consumable upgrades, depending on what you're feeling froggy for.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got just about every upgrade. I think there's one we're missing still. Yeah, I'm still missing whatever opens the gray doors, which sounds like another beam. I don't have an up or a down beam currently.
Well, I mean, you have an up beam. Up beam is your basic beam.
Right. I don't have a down beam, though. But presumably that's what opens the gray doors, is down beam.
Do you think it'll be...
It's the power of dark and light.
He uses his deductive reasoning to assess what mayhaps the last...
what buttons this game has.
Now, Sean, this does beg the question. What do you think is the combination of light and dark? Black and white.
Chaos Sorcerer.
What is the essence of... Is that a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh reference?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what is the What is the combination of what is the truest gray? Is he that gray?
I mean, his whole thing is that like he's like pure light and pure dark, you know. How do I drop my big bomb? Up there.
That's how you found it.
I sure did.
I want to find an image of him, but they're all so fucking low resolution. He looks cool.
He's kind of cool if I remember correctly.
Why is his resolution suck so bad? Oh, and high moat and creeper. You know how this goes.
Oh.
I've probably what? What have you?
Was this just a way to get between these two locations?
I believe so. I believe it was just a shortcut.
That's insanity. That is complete demented behavior. This was the whole thing. That was my whole plan for this stream. I was like, well, I got a yellow door here that I'm going to go through, and we're going to go from there. I'm already out of things.
Well, looks like it's back to Metal Fortress. You messed around with any randomizers? I have not. I do want to do the Ocarina of Time crossover with Metroid's Super Metroid. That one has been high on my list. Or not? Did I say Ocarina of Time? I meant
it would be Link to the Past.
Link to the Past. That one I've really wanted to do. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean that sounds awesome. I have always been curious about it.
I think my cat has a cold, guys. He's just kind of sleepy. He's just being weird and kind of sleepy.
I still don't have the thing that lets me get through the bad place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the big armor yet.
You need to get the biggest armor.
This was blocked by Denzium? Does this seem like it was blocked by Denzium?
Yeah.
I think it was.
I think there was something in there blocked by Denzium. I think.
It feels like it would be. Okay, so I need to get there.
I don't know, man. I haven't played this game in like several years, and I've just been watching you play it. You've seen how good I've been at giving any kind of advice in this game.
Yeah, believe me, I know. To both, you messed around. Oh yeah, that was the one you just read.
I do like the idea of randomizers though. Like I've seen a couple Ocarina of Time randomizers that are a lot of fun though. I've also seen some fun stuff like completely reorganize all of the audio in a game, and I'm like, that's demented.
Yeah, I would be down to do. I feel like I'm not like knowledgeable enough about any one game to do I could probably do a Hollow Knight randomizer without it being like a huge ass pain.
I
feel like if I did Link to the Past or something, like I love that game, but I haven't played it in 10 years.
I mean, listen, do you think Griffin McRoy plays those games every single day? He at least plays them every single month. Come on now, he said it. If Griffin McRoy can do it, then I'm pretty sure we can figure it out. There's two of us and one of him, Sean.
I don't know if two of us is an advantage or a disadvantage at this point.
Puzzle game randomizer. I mean, what is a randomizer but kind of a puzzle game? And that's the thing. That's actually the nice thing about randomizers is they have difficulties and seeds. And I mean, there are seeds that are specifically designed to not be glitchless. Like, you don't... or that are designed to be glitchless. Like, you don't have to glitch to actually accomplish a randomizer. Like, they don't... those games, their randomizers can be set up to not be easily or possibly soft-locked or stuff like that.
I've always been fascinated with the work that goes into randomizers, because it's so much more than just, like, switching the places of items. Like, a lot of work has to go into the design of a randomizer for any given specific game. It's kind of fascinating.
Yup. Especially, like, how deep you can get them, because there are randomizers that are also like, every room takes you someplace different, and I'm like, why? I wouldn't know where to go. I would get lost real fast.
Moat followed the Link to the Past randomizer scene back in the day. Speedrunners would take different paths but still finish a few seconds from each other. Yeah, that's cool. Randomizer speedruns sound fun to watch.
Yeah.
Any big bombs for me, sirs?
Any big bums? Get the biggest bums.
No.
No biggie bums.
I don't think I can get a big bomb from a box.
Mm-hmm. I think you can, actually. It's always worth breaking a box. Containers will always be worth breaking for ammunition. That's one of the things. I mean, what is a... Hey! Moat, you creeper, thank Moat. Moat, you're too goddamn kind. This boy is single-handedly making sure that the stream stays alive. But for real, we appreciate it, Moat. I appreciate it. I hope that we can... Sean, we're gonna have to do... We gotta do something now. Moat's making sure that we don't fail quickly. It's his fault. You okay, buddy? My cat is acting super weird, so like...
Yeah, I was about to say, is your cat done having a weird bad time?
He's just like... he's like kind of lethargic. I can't tell if what he's really tired about. I don't know what it is. He was sneezing a bunch earlier, so I'm like, maybe he has like a cold or something. He's a baby. He's 2 years old. Maybe he's got cat chicken pox.
Can we tell Reaper what a subscription does?
So that's a good question. You get access to emotes on the channel. You get no ads. That's honestly the biggest benefit, is you get no ads. If you don't like ads, you don't get ads no more. Though I was like thinking about this earlier, and I was like, I always want to maintain that that's like a benefit, but I'll never try to make this a place, because I like thought about this. A lot of people probably do at this point, like on Twitch. Like if you, let's say for example, like if there's like a big drop event and people are joining for drops just to be able to watch to get drops, which I have seen, I don't know how I feel about like running pre-roll ads when that's going on, because it's like, yeah, you have several thousand, sometimes tens of thousands of people watching you, and that is a lot of ad revenue. But I just don't know if I don't know how I feel about that moralistically, you know? Oh, hey, look. Secret revealed itself.
I mean, it didn't reveal itself. I revealed it. Hello?
You have made an error.
What? What do you mean I made an error?
One of them you lock double onto, because you can do that. You really shouldn't be able to. This is a feature... The secret missiles are like a neat idea, but it feels like a feature that they thought was really cool, but they didn't quite work through, I feel like. What's funny is I think...
it feels like there's not that many situations where I would want them.
Yep. And then on top of that, I feel like the flip side, they added them in Dread, and it's like a cool... Like, they made them way more functional, except they're just kind of like the missiles from Fusion, in that they're just your missiles now, and if you aren't using your missiles that way, you're just using them objectively worse. It was like, there was no in-between. It was either you use your seeker missile, you have your seeker missiles, which are just a weird, bad puzzle item, or you have your seeker missiles be the way that you shoot your missiles now. Which is weird, because I could see it as like an option if it wasn't so unwieldy. It's just very unwieldy, too.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Because like, if it's usable enough to be worth using in combat, then it's like tough to thread the needle where it's not just better than Sir.
Dude, he's too fast. Dude, he's too fast.
So one way to solve that problem. Oops.
And I'm glad you enjoy the emotes, Creeper. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the Atlas, enjoy other stuff that you definitely get that I know about when it comes to this.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I misread the map.
That's a final goal. Though I will say, because I kind of talked about this earlier, Sean, you do have something that you can use in that room that you, like, took 2 steps in and went, this is a dead end, and then turned around and went out. You have something to interact with in there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right. I didn't think that it was a dead end necessarily. It just wasn't where I was trying to go.
Gotcha.
I just realized now that I misread the map and thought these rooms were connected, and they aren't.
Sean, you're in the dark world. Everything's different. In purple. Covered in Ribena. Is Ribena purple?
I don't know what Ribena is.
What is Ribena? I was gonna say, what is Ribena? Ribena. Drink. Spelled it right, apparently. R-I-B-E-N-A. Oh my god, I was a little bit more correct than I thought. Yeah. You know, I made this Ribena joke, and yet I didn't realize that it was applicable to this, because Ribena, this place does look like it has been coated in a fine mist of Ribena, so, what is it? What are you? The home of the original, much-loved Black Currant? What the hell is Black
Currant?
Currant? C-U-R-R-A-N-T. Currant. Currant? Oh, I loved it. Actually, I really liked it. Creeper Cat. He's good. I like him. But yeah, Rotom is essentially just like a little ghost guy. He's like a little orange ghost guy, a zappy orange guy, and he has a couple, I guess, variants in the Pokemon game where he'll like inhabit some kind of he'll inhabit like a appliance, like an electrical device, and he possesses electrical devices, and in game that'll change like his type. So there's like one where he's a mower, where he becomes grass, electric, or whatever. And when we were playing Gartic Phone the other day, John came up with the idea of designing different possessions, different Rotom possessions, and I did Rotom possessing a coffee machine called Dr. Coffee, which feels like a real thing that would be in Pokemon. I'm pretty proud of Dr. Coffee. Dr. Coffee is my original coffee brand.
Mm-hmm.
But Ribena, what the hell is Ribena? Why is bottled Ribena so much better than the diluted juice? What is Ribena? Maybe I should look up what is Ribena. What is Ribena? Ribena is a brand of black currant-based soft drink. What is both uncarbonated, carbonated and carbonated, and fruit drink concentrate designed to mix with water. It is available in bottles, cans, and multi-packs. So you really probably should... Hey, you have a friend! You found him! You like him? Well, there he is.
What are you? Ing Flying Cash, Flying Bearer unit of the Horde. Objects of value to the hive, only unit of death, blah 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 blah. Okay.
Ta-da! There you go. There it is. The important thing. And that's what you're looking for, Sean.
Okay.
Do you want to know what the other hint was, or do you think you know?
What do you mean, the other hint? What are you talking about?
There is a hint to finding the keys that is a little bit more straightforward, that's actually kind of nice. But only if you want to know, but I think you can figure it out. It makes sense.
Okay.
You're a clever boy. I believe in you, Sean.
We'll see.
Think about what was in that room.
I got it. You really...
What? What? I what?
I just don't know what to do with you.
You gonna call me your monkey, or are you gonna call me a monkey's uncle? I've never understood that term or phrase. I really haven't. I'm just like, I mean, why wouldn't I want a monkey? Why wouldn't I want an uncle monkey? I grew up with the Lion King. Why wouldn't I want a monkey uncle? If I have an opportunity to have Rafiki in my family, why would I be upset about that?
That's an amazing question.
He's like the ultimate monkey's uncle, is he not? Or I guess he's the ultimate uncle monkey.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he is the uncle. And the monkey.
Uh-huh. Man, every time I think of Rafiki now, I can't help but think of a video I saw once where, for some reason, you know the song that Rafiki does when he's in the tree, when Simba first sees him again, when he's like, you know, a teenager or whatever. I guess he's more like a young adult. I don't know how old he is in that movie because he's a fucking lion and animals don't age at the same rate as humans, so maybe he's like, what, 10? I don't fucking know. Or like 5. I don't fucking know. How old is Simba?
I mean, he is child.
He's baby child adult. Oh my god. It is reasonable to assume that Simba is approximately 4 years old by the end of The Lion King, but could be a little older. A little older! What a specification. But there's a bit in there where Rafiki's singing a song and he goes humba dinga hinga dinga hunga hunga hup banana. Like, there's a guy that he's like taking a video from his perspective, looking at his own shadow, and he's doing that song in a tree, bouncing on a tree limb, and he gets to hup banana, and then the tree limb snaps and he falls, and you just can hear him go, and the video cuts. It's really good. That's what I think of every time I think of Rafiki now. Who's your favorite monkey uncle? Unless it's Rafiki.
I mean, I want to remind you that monkey's uncle and monkey uncle are two different things.
Well, what is the monkey's uncle?
The uncle of the monkey.
So am I the munkle of the munkle? Am I the munkle? When one is a monkey's uncle, are they trying to say you're related to a monkey? Because that's still... Why would I have that problem with my monkey niece or nephew? Why would I have an issue with that? Where is the insult? I do not understand the insult of this derogatory terminology, Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
I love monkeys. Monkeys are great. They're hysterical.
I'm happy for you.
You don't want to be a monkey's uncle? You don't want an uncle monkey?
I'll remind you that I didn't accuse you of anything.
And frankly, I guess it's implied to me to assume that you would not want either of those things, just because you You've refused to answer my questions. What secrets have you hidden from us? Excuse me, game? I saw that. I guess they can just go through walls even though you can... I don't know what happened there.
It.
Yeah. These guys really are just kind of the Chozo ghosts, but not as cool as the Chozo ghosts, I will admit that. They're cool, but the Chozo ghosts are always going to be cooler because they're fucking scary.
These guys annoy me.
Yeah, these guys are just kind of a nuisance. A nuisance. A noise sense.
Just leave me alone. This isn't even doing anything for you.
Uh-huh. But they're stopping you or something.
So they say.
Uh-huh. To be fair, they only lock the doors when they also play their scary music. So...
Oh yeah, that's true. I probably could have just left.
Sean, you've got the bloodlust. Are you feeling okay today? Sean, are you feeling alright today?
I don't know what is happening to me. I feel...
You feel?
I feel happy.
You feel happy?
I feel something. Something's going on.
Has your cat...
Something's happening.
The cat sort of infected both of us with something, because my cat seems to have some kind of illness. Your cat seems to be enraged and puzzled, but that felt like the norm usually.
He settled down. He figured out what the hell he wanted, and he's happy now.
And I sucked the brains right out of your head by asking you about Monkey's uncles, which apparently you didn't want to interface with.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Oh, I think that was a moth.
Yes, correct.
The moth flew into your face. The moth flew into your nose.
Daddy.
Which Rotom do you think I would think was best from the stream? I mean, I will admit, John is actually quite more cursed than sometimes I forget that we aren't, and in a bit of debauchery, I did create a Rotom that's like kind of a Doug Trio situation, and I'm not proud of it, but it was probably I did really enjoy Coffee Rotom. He was probably my favorite, but I did make... John, are you gonna be mad at me if I say it? I felt inspired and ashamed.
I don't know. I can't know because I don't know what it was.
I mean, his chat was like, draw a vibrator Rotom, so he did, but that wasn't the one that I was like, that I felt bad about, because it was like, yeah, haha, funny bit, and then in a criminal action of passion. What is that called? There's a term for that.
Crime of passion?
Yeah, in a crime of passion.
A criminal act is usually referred to as a crime.
Yeah, one of those. In a crime of passion, I created Anal Bead Rotom out of 4 Rotoms, which might have been at least the most creative use of that kind of situation, but I did feel dirty. I felt dirty doing it. But it was funny. It was funny, and it looks awful.
I can only imagine.
I mean, you don't have to. I could send you the picture if you wish if you wish so to see my crime of passion. Got a cold, buddy. You doing okay? Catch a cold? You were all sneezy. At least he's being really cuddly. I think he's just like, Dad, why does my body hurt? I'm like, I can't help you, buddy. You got a cold. I'd say he's
Everyone
taking it.
needs comfort in this time.
Uh-huh. I do need to watch Bob's Burgers because I know of that bit where I believe he just has a cold. The main dad has a cold, and I want to know the context where he's just like, "Make me a grilled cheese," and his wife is like, "No, you're disgusting," and he just starts breaking down. She's like, "Fine, I'll make you macaroni and cheese." I've seen it referenced so many times, and it sounds so funny.
I mean, that whole show is just a joy. That family is precious.
I do highly recommend if you enjoyed that. It is the same person who did Home Movies. Home Movies is quite good. I'm gonna have to check out the rest of their work. They are good. They're good. Now, Sean, is that how you wanted to handle that situation?
I thought it would be funny if I did the big swing while the Metroid was on me, but it wouldn't let me.
Unfortunately, there was a big Metroid in the way, and you know that Samus loses her depth perception when she has a big thing on her face, sucking the life force out of her head. Oh yeah, I did also do... Now, you had to specify, Creeper. It wasn't just Rotom Pickle, because he did make Rotom Ketchup, which I was like, okay. And then once again, in one of my crimes of passion, I went, oh no. And I made specifically Rotom Pickle Rick, because I can't help myself. I can't help myself sometimes. Listen, when those memes were still fresh, and I was doing actually the drawing that I used for my Instagram profile picture, I did also draw that as a pickle because I can't help myself. It's not that I think that it's like a funny bit in like the Rick and Morty sense. I just think it's stupid, and I just thought it was dumb, and everybody was turning everything into a pickle. So I was like, you know what? I could find something this stupid. I could find making something this stupid funny. So yeah, why not? Where the hell did he just go? Well, he's dead now.
I was gonna say, I think he went and died somewhere.
I think he ran into your light shield. Ah, jeez. Still can't smell sounds yet. When are they gonna, we've got VR, Sean. Do you think the next innovation for VR will be an olfactory system? And do you think it'll just like spray scents on your face to smell them, or do you think it'll be injected directly into your nose?
Well, that's the thing, is that like we can make photons go pretty good. We got a grasp on that. But there's not like one single type of molecule that creates all smells the way that there is one that creates all
visual images.
Yeah. So
I mean,
you're gonna have to. What I'm saying is you're gonna have to be packing a lot of spices in that headset if you're gonna have.
it's either gonna be filled. They're gonna have rechargeable packets. It's gonna be like an
ink cartridge, Sean. It's just gonna have most of them. And then we'll combine them to make whatever smells we need. And then or games will come with a scent pack that you plug in specifically for the game. You know.
Imagine DLC scent packs.
They're gonna be expensive. This is the future, Sean.
So I was apparently extremely stupid, more stupid than usual. That this is exactly the thing that I was saying I can't do. And I guess I just forgot that that's where it was.
What's funny is I thought you looked at that and were like, that's where all the bad stuff in. I was like, yep.
Yeah, I was like, I think there was like a Denzium thing here, wasn't there? And you were like, yeah, maybe.
I was like, yeah, maybe. And yes, we're talking about smell-o-vision. We're waiting for it. We're waiting for... Listen, he's got...
Elongated Musk.
He's got Musk in his name. He has to have the smell-o-vision to himself. He's not sharing it. He's not going to share a lot of... I don't think he's going to share a lot of technology, but he hasn't shared smell-o-vision. He definitely hasn't shared smell-o-vision. He's keeping that shit to himself, which is just selfish, honestly. What is the... is it just kind of a joke? Is the running joke that nobody would actually want smell-o-vision, and is that why everybody's like, why haven't we made it yet? Is that the joke? Because is there a market for people who want to be able to smell their video games? Do you want to be able to smell this, Sean?
I mean, this specifically probably smells pretty awful.
I mean,
but there's games that would smell. Imagine if you could smell Battleship Brigade.
Oh, dude, I would probably die because I would just force. I could probably eat a meal right before it, and then I would just start immediately starving because it would just make me hungry. So I'd either die from suddenly becoming hungry and having to eat a shit ton, or not being able to eat anything ever again because of it. The elongated muskrat. That's just a ferret. That's just a ferret. And honestly, that's too cute for him. I'm not a ferret guy. I personally am not a ferret guy, but I can admit they can be cute. They're not for me, but I'm not gonna say they can't be good pets. I'm not gonna.
But you already have.
But I already did. No. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Now, I did not know that that was actually there, Sean. That's actually really neat. I did not know that would happen. Huh. I didn't know that, actually. How do you get there?
God damn it. Alright, cool. Good to know I was on the right trail.
Uh-huh. You were on the stink trail, but unfortunately you can't go that way yet.
Ah. That's... I wanted to make a pit stop here because I was like, this is a special room that had jack shit in it last time I was here, so I'm sure it had something invisible. Mm-hmm. And the answer is sort of.
Is it technically not invisible if it's not just found in a completely different dimension? What
I mean,
all
it's
that
not a
is
completely different dimension if I can dark it. I don't remember what the justification for what that visor is supposed to be.
Oh, it's literally just you can. The justification of the visor is that it's dark vision, so you can see across the plains or something.
It's dark vision, so you can see the darkness.
Mm-hmm. You can see the darkness, Sora.
That is a lot of babies.
He's so tired. He's like, why do I feel like I can only imagine, like, that cold feeling where you're just like, why does existence hurt? I think that's what he feels like right now. Poor guy.
Mm-hmm.
Why is everything like a fog of awful? Colds are so specifically weird, right? Because, like, for me, I don't... Like, if I get a cold, it's just, like, a full-body headache. It's just body ache, I guess, but you know what I mean. I don't feel, like, barfy or nauseous. I just feel like I'm made out of rocks whenever I get, like, a bad cold. Like, super, like... cripplingly achy. That's what I get like when I get a really bad cold. Why is he called invincible? We could still see him. I do need to watch Invincible. I get the impression I would like it. Jackson had kind things to say about it, I believe.
What one is that?
That's the one with mustachioed Superman, and he does fight crime, but it's like a deconstruction of Superman or something. I actually have no idea what it's about otherwise. It's just a And a lot of people die. And a lot of people die, which is always the sign of good writing and immature content, is when a lot of people die, Sean. I did realize that part of that is... I definitely thought that when I was a kid. I feel like I definitely thought that when I was a kid. Like, it's mature because a bunch of people get killed. Whoa.
What just happened?
What the fuck just happened? I have no idea. God.
Why can everything just go through walls in this game?
They're incorporeal or something.
You're incorporeal.
I've got bones. The bones don't go through.
Bones, they're multiplying.
Whoa.
And I'm losing control.
Awful. What was that a reference of?
Grease, of all things.
I forgot that Grease exists. I haven't seen
As
Grease.
most people should. As most people shouldn't.
Really? Did John Travolta do that bad of a job?
And it's not John Travolta's fault, it's just pretty mediocre play.
Oh. Now this is an interesting...
What the fuck am I supposed to do about this?
That's a good question. Try vaulting off one of those guys, yeah. Well, there you go, Sean. You figured out the puzzle, the room.
Okay. Let's get out of here.
Now
Alright, well
what?
that's 2 down.
6 more to go.
That was 7 more.
Oh God, was it 9? Was it 9? I thought it was 8. Is it 9? Is it 8? Is it 9? Dark Temple keys. Oh God. Oh God.
What? Isn't adding hive keys?
Well, that's the first one. You already got that one. Those are the locations they're in.
But what? What?
But that's the locations they're in. Oh, there's 3. Oh.
No, this is the like temple keys. I just don't understand. Oh, these. Yes, there's 9. This is what I'm looking for.
Oh.
There's 9 of them.
Fuck. Samus has notes. Oh. Uh-oh. He's getting some of his vigor back. He's
becoming feisty.
He's becoming feisty in his addled state, which is very hilarious to me because he's clearly being feisty, but he's clearly also still at least a little like sick drunk. So he's just kind of like, I want to fight, and I'm like, you want to fight, but you don't know how to right now. And he's like, I don't care, I want to fight. Buddy.
What is this violence you're bringing to the table?
Speaking of fighting, have I talked about Thrill of the Fight on stream?
No? Is it a movie?
No. But maybe I haven't talked about it to you at all. I've been playing a VR boxing game called Thrill of the Fight recently.
Oh, yeah. I really want to. Yeah. That sounds super fun, honestly. Right up my alley.
Honestly, really good. I did not expect it to be as good as it is. Like, it gives such good feedback. Like, there's so many little ways that it does a good job of... I'm supposed to be able to use you to get ammo, dickhead.
Sorry. It's only $10?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, it's only $10, so if any of what I'm about to say sounds appealing, then, like, check it out. But so there's so much good feedback. Like it does a really good job of distinguishing when you just hit gloves versus when you hit somebody's actual body. It does a really good job of like showcasing when you are doing like good cumulative damage to a particular body part. Like it tracks damage per part.
Okay.
So, okay, those guys just don't. Supposed to be able to use you to get ammo. It does like bruising and even like cuts and bleeding and stuff as you like damage a particular part of somebody enough. Which is like excellent feedback. Like it really helps sell the idea that you're like actually hitting somebody. When you get hit, the effect is like a really solid little like signifier. Like you get sort of a like, you know, the like CRT like blooping off effect.
Yes.
It sort of does that, which does a really good job of like both letting you know that you've been hit, but also, how do I blow you up?
Sure,
it does a good job of letting you know that you get hit, but it also does a good job of like sort of emulating the effect of being like briefly stunned, like by the hit. Like it's not significant, but it's just like a very slightly like it takes a second to sort of
like reorient and refocus
like you blinked
yourself
unintentionally, you know?
Yeah.
That's a good way to handle that.
And there's like there's all kinds of stuff. It's honestly quite good. It also does the punch out thing where as you progress through the game, like each new fighter that you face is a new like fighter from a different place. So you've got that sort of like rogues gallery of characters from around the world going on too.
Oh, that's awesome. I was gonna say, it's like, that has to be like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out inspired too, to which I was going to immediately make the joke of. So do you really get to feel when Mike Tyson spits in your face?
You don't fight Mike Tyson, unfortunately, because it's not a licensed game. But
I always forget technically that is a licensed game, that Mike Tyson
Mr. Tyson
is a licensing is a recognizable licensing brand.
Why don't you fight the Tyson Chicken Man? Could have been any Tyson. Oh, I guess.
I mean, Tyson Chicken is also branding, but they do give you what I would consider to be like a person who I feel like is tailor-made to have a punchable face to be the final boss.
And isn't Mike Tyson?
It's not Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson doesn't really have a punchable face. What are you talking about?
Oh. I don't know, it just feels like if you could get it, he'd have a really satisfying face to punch. Like, just generally.
If you say so.
Wow, I didn't know you... Well, who... Okay. I'm talking pure...
When people say a punchable face, they're usually talking about, like...
Well, yeah,
somebody who's really, like, smug looking.
I was gonna say, I was like, setting aside like the colloquial terminology for a punchable face, think of someone, doesn't matter, you could be somebody you love, who would have a very punchable face from like just an aesthetic feel, you think?
An aesthetic feel? Oops, shit.
Yeah. Like, whose face?
Aesthetic feel?
Maybe a face that has like a lot of sync or a lot of bounce.
So you just mean feel. The word aesthetic there was completely superfluous. You just mean feel?
Yeah. Who would have a very pleasant face to punch?
I don't know. This is a weird... I don't like this hypothetical.
What if you're just like, I'm sorry, you apologize beforehand? Like, what if it's like, this is not personal?
You can't pre-apologize. That's not how an apology works.
What if you I did it Friday night. I
don't know what
apologize
that
before I
means.
punched. I apologize before I punched that one guy in the face. It seemed to work then, didn't it?
If you're Oh, yes. I know what happened Friday night now. Goodness gracious. Okay. Sure. But no, it was in fact it was explicitly in it. You were explicitly trying to piss someone off and it worked. So no, pre-apologizing didn't work.
Fair. Fair. I was trying to get into a fist fight, but also try to knock some sense into him, but also get in a fist fight.
Okay, I really thought I was looking for the last beam, but I don't remember where all the Denzium is, so I'm just gonna start looking for keys instead.
I will say, you did leave the mech place because there was super bomb stuff there. There was. That'd be the only other place I would think, because I don't think you've gone back to Robot House. I don't think you've gone to Robot House. I don't think you've returned to Robot House since you've got Big Bomb. There's a bunch of shit to blow up there.
Okay, so I need to go down and then through.
Anyways. Wait a second, Sean. I think this is gonna be a dead end.
Wait.
You've done it once again. You want the elevator.
I could have sworn maybe this goes through in the Dark World.
Nope.
Okay.
A simple
I'm
error.
clearly not fit for this right now. I am.
Apparently.
My brain is not working.
Did your son suck the brains out of your ears again?
I did have to put a blanket on my lap for him to lay on before he would calm down. So I am baking right now.
Ah! Well, as long as it isn't the end of the witch and you're not feeling like you're gonna barf, you'll be fine.
Probably.
Man, I still can't believe I've done that to myself twice. Both in horror games
It's not a game.
Oh, yep, the Vivitch is not a game. It is a movie. It is a very scary movie.
I wouldn't say it's very scary exactly. It's very tense.
It's a very stressful movie. You're right, Sean.
Yeah, it's very stressful.
I mean, it's a very good stressful movie, but boy, that movie really gets your blood pressure to dangerous levels.
Yeah,
Does
I love
not
that
know.
movie.
It does not know how to chill out.
Well, the good news is we've already made progress, so I can be completely brain dead for the rest of the stream, and we'll at least have made progress.
It's true. You don't actually need to know where you're going now. We've gotten something about. You've gotten 2 items about you.
Now I just need to do that for 4 more streams.
Uh-huh. I don't think it'll be 4. I think it'll be 2. I think you'll be able to. Oh, I see what you mean. Fucking monster. But you just love this game so much, Sean. You just love it so much. That's why you're able to just keep it going.
They can never keep me away from this game.
They can never keep you away from this boy. I do hope Metroid Prime 4 is good, but I think you kind of pointed this out at one point when I was like, you know what, I want to check out the Marathon Extraction Shooter. Why not? I haven't played a Bungie game in a long time, and I think it'd be promising. And it's like,
Well, the people who are working on that game are not the people who incepted Marathon. They're just not. It's I agree. I don't think there's a single person working for Retro who was there when they made Metroid Prime 1, let alone Metroid Prime 2 or 3. Maybe 3? I could see maybe some people still working for 3, but
it
since
has
3,
been
but
quite a long time.
it has been quite a long
20 years.
Yeah, and at that point, it's like you can have. Now, on one hand, I mean, it's promising that that group made the remaster of Metroid Prime 1, but like,
that doesn't mean a lot.
It doesn't mean a lot, you're right. Which I still have never actually seen what it looks like. I feel bad that I didn't just immediately buy that. I am glad that we ended up playing the original since it had the good lore, but I still probably would really like it because as far as just like a gameplay experience, Metroid Prime is just a good gameplay experience, so...
Yeah.
There is something to be had about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Metroid Prime Remaster or Remake or whatever it's called is good.
Yeah. At the very least, it probably looks very pretty. What?
That's not how this works.
You are bathing in the light.
I like it.
He likes it. He likes taking sun baths. My cat really isn't a sunbath cat. I haven't noticed him just sitting in a beam of light. If anything, he probably doesn't like the heat that much, it seems.
Milo loves sunbathing.
Yeah, but you've also told me that he sits directly on a radiator and will actively overheat himself because he loves it.
I mean, this is true. I never claimed he was a smart boy.
Just that he was a boy. Just that he was a very cat. He does his
pretty
best.
cat.
He is pretty cat. Your cat might be the least bones in a cat I've ever seen, though. I remember he very much is a puddle with legs sticking out of it at one point. I don't know if he's much that these days, but at one point he was a puddle with legs. The boy did not have solid mass.
God, I cannot see what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, this is an awful angle. There is a spider track on the other side. Hello.
Yeah, but how do I get to it? Is it up here? Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Cordus.
How's it going? Hello. Welcome. The
I was
boys.
just about to start talking about how good Paradise Killer is.
I forgot to give you your hat.
Give me my hat.
I give you your hat.
You criminal.
What? I know you've mentioned it before. What kind of game is it?
Just broke a tooth.
Should you not maybe go to the dentist as soon as possible?
I'm sure it's fine. Oh my goodness, these things have so much health.
Nah, they're just resistant to...
No, because they're weak to light, and it still takes 1 billion hits. We've gone over this. Or they're weak to dark, I don't remember which. It's impossible to tell, because it takes so many hits no matter what you use. I've shot him like 4 times with every... I'm just going. This isn't worth it. It's so dumb.
That's very... yeah. What's funny is they're way easier in the first game, honestly. I like your complete refusal to even engage with the Ing Smashers. Well,
why?
You've been denied, Sean.
Okay, I'll fight him.
He's a mini boss. I don't know if you've even scanned him. Look at him. He's such a big friend. Ing Smasher.
Ing Smasher. Oh, go for it.
Ing Smasher. Sounds like a wrestler. Rogue Assault Drone. Mechanoid capable of generating earth-shattering shockwaves. Energy shield can be breached with opposite polarity beam systems. Designed to fight alongside the Lumineth, the Ing Smasher now seeks to destroy them. In combat, it smashes its energized fists into the earth to send out powerful shockwaves, then pulverize any immobile prey. It will fire salvos of missiles at long-distance quarry. It uses an energy shield in battle that can be adjusted to protect against a variety of beam weapons. The shield can be overloaded by the opposite polarity beam, however, damaging the Ing Smasher in the process. You got to use the Ribena gun to get rid of the Fanta beam, the Fanta powers. Ribena's like a syrup. It sounded like Ribena was a syrup, by the way. That I guess it's almost like another version of, you know those frozen, like, they come in like frozen cylinders. It sounds like that. It's just like a frozen juice, and then you pour it in water and it melts and it makes a juice. You ever had those? I haven't had those in a long time.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
They're like a little, they're like a little frozen. They're like a popsicle. They're like a popsicle, and they've got like a band. They've got like a plastic band that goes around them, and you pull the band off, and you take the lid off, and then you dump it all inside of like a pitcher, and you throw water in the pitcher, and it melts it into a juice. Am I the only one who knows what this thing is?
Is he just not gonna put his shield up if I go up there? Okay.
Yes.
Very cool.
He's a cool guy. He apparently is having difficulties. You piece of ass. He can't fit there. I do love his design. I think the Ing Smashers are so fucking cool. I also love their weird design. I like their weird ball hands. I like that it looks like they're like holding onto the balls, but I think they're just what their hands are.
I hate how much he refuses to allow me to use the stage. It's just like, oh, he's in this interesting stage with all of these places you can fight him from. Nope, if you go to any of those places, he just refuses to play ball.
Uh-huh.
Very dumb.
Well, Sean, he's got balls for hands. He has no choice but to play by his rules. Oh, God.
I mean, did you expect anything else?
I mean, I don't know what I expected. Not a second one. I saw there was a second one. I just didn't think he'd have you fight it right here, right now.
Of course he would. What? Oh, that platform is higher than the rest of the floor.
Hit him with the big one. Hit him with the big one. It also doesn't help that really this room is kind of tiny. This room is actually quite tiny.
It's not big.
He's like a fifth of the room, honestly, by size in comparison. Whoa! That was an awesome animation! I liked that. I like the way that he leaned up against the wall. I wonder if that was like just an accident or not. I feel like that
an accident.
Yeah, it seemed like some wacky, some kind of wackiness with the
Some kind of hijinks.
some kind of hijinks with the ragdolls.
Well, anyway, I played Paradise Killer this week.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it. You said it was really good.
It's really, really good. It is a exploration / investigation game that takes a lot of cues from like immersive sim level design.
Oh yeah.
It's so satisfying just to like explore in that game, and it does a really good job setting up the mystery in a way that's very satisfying. I'm gonna assume this was Denzium. In a way that is very satisfying to solve mechanically, but like also thematically makes a lot of sense. Basically, oh, I have to go upstairs. Basically, like, the more you play the game and the more you start to pick at the mysteries involved, the more you realize that like everybody involved in the story has something to hide. And it means that there's never just like okay. Reactor maintenance system, servo mechanisms continue to function despite a lack of supplies. Radiation levels have not crippled the units, but continued exposure will eventually lead to decline in efficiency and multiple dead. Okay. Yeah, so it's like because there's secrets to everybody, you are constantly like finding new things and recontextualizing what's going on in the game. And it also fits thematically because the idea is like it's the setting is like a manufactured paradise that they're trying to make perfect. And thematically it's basically like a paradise can never be perfect because like a perfect experience is dependent on the people inside of paradise being perfect, and no one's perfect.
Yep.
So paradise could never be perfect. It's a very cool theme, it's a very cool game, it's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it very much. It's also just really aesthetically cool.
What does it look like?
It's got a very like maximalist design because it's all about like people who were creating like opulent creating like this opulent paradise. So it's got a very like bright and exaggerated like stylistic design. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. It sounds up my alley. It sounds up my alley, Ren. Like, I definitely think that I would really enjoy it, so...
Yeah, it would be a good one to stream, too.
Yeah.
We could do some voice acting for it.
Ooh.
It's one of those games that has, like, voice dabs, but not, like, full voice acting, you know what I mean? Like, so they'll have a line, but they'll just say like a generic thing that gets across the tone of the line.
Like that? A guy saying "welcome" when in reality they said "welcome to my store. I hope you enjoy your stay and that there will be many things for you to buy." And all he said was "welcome."
Yeah, that kind of thing. It's a little bit more than that in Paradise Killer. They go for sort of a weird middle ground where it's like there is a pretty significant amount of voice acting, but still not enough to cover like everything that people say.
Yeah, that sounds dope. I would. Yeah, it sounds dope. It sounds dope.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. There's also a lot of fun names, because, like I said, it's like a maximalist, opulent sort of thing for people who feel like they're, like, above the world, So, for example, your character's name is Lady Love Dies.
Ooh.
And there's characters with names like One Last Kiss and Witness to the End. Like, they're all very evocative names.
I mean, I want to meet Dr. Doom Jazz. He sounds like my favorite character. They sound like my favorite character.
Is ridiculous.
That sounds like somebody I'd like to go get a drink with. I find your efforts here to be interesting. I'm not going to stop you.
It's so close.
It is. You feel like you could do something with it.
I don't think it's going to let me get purchase to jump from there, though, so it's a lost cause.
What's funny is you're not wrong. You can interact with that. I just think the way you're interacting with it was hysterical.
Oh, yeah, that's the room I wanted to be in anyway. I guess I should actually look at what I'm doing then. Yeah, hard recommend for Paradise Killer. That game is incredible.
Yeah. Put it on the list. I still think things like Valhalla are also still very high on my list. It sounds like something. Valhalla is something that I've always been like, I know I would like this. Aw, look at this big friend. Look at how long he is.
Creature? Caretaker class drone. Rogue maintenance drone. Drone designed to protect a magnetic rail chamber. Chamber's rails are a boost jump apart. Perhaps the Luminoth were experimenting with boost technology. The Caretaker drone is designed to protect and maintain an experimental energy chamber. It uses electrically charged limbs to perform its duties. The drone requires sensor updates to fight. A vulnerable detection unit will extend periodically to search for targets. Destroying this unit would weaken its combat ability. Okay. So I'm gonna fight this guy.
But how is the question?
Also, Corvus, yes, I love that joke. That's very funny if you've played Paradise Killer.
Mm-hmm. What's funny is the only thing that comes to mind to that is I have finally started Dive the Daver, and I have to say, yeah, it's what it's chalked up to be, and it's pretty fun. My honest sell that I haven't heard anybody compare it to, and I don't know if I've mentioned this to you. I mean, I mentioned it on stream since I'm streaming it. Is yeah, Dive the Daver, yeah. But the Dive the Diver, Dive the Diver. But that game is like the whole gimmick behind it is it's a game that just keeps on seemingly to get bigger with seemingly no top. But like what I kind of get out of it more so is it's like a game that's almost every single shit. The fuck? It to me feels like every single Flash game, every single like fun Flash game that you remember as a kid just put into one video game that continually gets bigger.
Mm-mm.
And it's fun. Like, it's just fun for that. It's like, if you liked restaurant management Flash games, if you like fishing games, if you like more WarioWare style mini games, like, it's just all of that in a package of just kind of like also a fun, just like a fun, charming setting. It's just got a lot of fun, charming characters. It's a good comedy too. It's got a good sense of humor. So,
Nice.
I recommend it as just kind of a fun game that gets impressively large. It does seemingly just keep getting bigger, which, yeah, that's impressive that they just keep on finding new things to add to it. Doesn't seem like a short game. There's a lot of shit in it, and it's filled with a lot of charm. It's busting at the seams with charm.
So I need a sonic butthole to get through this area.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you see.
Maybe this needed Denzium? I don't remember what this was.
I mean, there's a yellow door
this
there.
This is a yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like a thing. Okay, I guess I'll go there.
Oh, he definitely has a fever. My boy. His ears are warm. His ears are like hot.
That's pretty normal for cat ears.
Buddy. He also is like actively cooking me with his fever, so I'm just like, you are warmer than usual, buddy, but he's so cuddly. Poor
He
guy.
needs comfort.
Poor guy. He seems to be. He was kind of sneezing earlier, which I have never I've never seen a cat like sick. Like I don't know if I just didn't pay close enough attention to my cats, but there are things that this cat does that I'm like, my cats never did that. My cats never got sick. I never noticed them get like a cold or something. Like it makes sense that he would be able to get a cold. Like colds are something animals can get. You don't think about that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've seen cats sneeze plenty, but usually from just like, you know, random sneezes. Just like dust or whatever.
But my boy's like, he's got like very much that like, when you have like your cold achiness, and he's just like, I don't want to move. He's got that kind of feel to him. Like he's a little bit limp. He's just like, ugh. So I guess I was tickling his foot, and he's like, stop it. I'm sorry, buddy. You're so mad. You're so fussy. He is sleepy.
Yeah, Milo is dead asleep in my lap right now. He is cooking me alive.
Gray tabbies are known for being particularly fussy with sneezes. My boy, is he a tabby? He's a stripy boy. He's a gray stripy boy. I don't know. Sean, I don't know.
I don't know that much about cat breeds.
Well, Ren, if you have my honest recommendations, the best cats are always the cats you find under your house or in a dumpster, so... Just saying. You find a kitten... If you could always go dumpster diving for kittens. My cats all of my best cats have been trash cats. I'm just saying. Oh, well, there you go. Force them into love. That's the best way. That's how you get a cat to like you, is you force them to like you. He's doing crime. Fair enough. That is how... I mean, that's the other activity of cats, is crime. They are criminals. They are born criminals. Born again criminals. You go dumpster diving for cats, you find raccoons. I mean, that's just like an option. It's like one option, you know? It's not the only option, but it is an option. Yeah, I noticed the crack too, but I feel like...
I think I would have to open it from up there.
Yes.
Which doesn't make any sense.
I think there's something you can do in this room now that you have... I think? Because there's one more spinny guy, but... I think there's something you can interact with. Just don't remember where. I remember this room being kind of weird and confusing. It's kind of like a puzzle room. Kind of. It's a puzzle room in that it's puzzling.
I mean, I'm puzzled.
And Milo is half raccoon. I knew that.
Yeah, he is absolutely a raccoon.
Oh, he squeaked. Why are you squeaking, buddy? Oh, he gave me a sleepy face. He was like, Dad, why does my body feel so yucky? Oh, hey, I think I actually saw what you could fuck with. I'll never Oh, we forgot that. Wait, did we? I guess we have it. Yes.
I could read it last time.
Wait, who read? Do you want me to? Do you wish for me to read?
I thought it was you.
None of the warriors sent to the Sky Temple returned. Our forces searched dark aether for them in vain. Of the energy transfer module, there was no sign. Though saddened, we set out to prepare another mission, to build another module, to try once more to save our dying world. These say Luminoth, you suck at tabulation. I'm just gonna say it. Tabulating information, you guys are bad at it. You guys are so bad at tabulating information. This would be like translating an Egyptian hieroglyph only for it to say, we were the Egyptians. We're dying. We're no longer going to be around in the future. Like, thanks, Egyptians. You didn't say what happened or why. You just said you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Not sirs. You already touched the orb spinner. My cat is getting mad because I keep on tickling his toes, and he's like, stop it. He's like, stop it.
Mm-hmm.
The secrets will... Oh, that's a save spot. Never mind. Secrets are still plentiful. The secrets are still acquirable.
Hi, buddy. Milo has woken up and stumbled out of my lap.
Like the drunken raccoon that he is.
He really is.
Oh, okay, buddy, I'll stop doing that. You really didn't like that. He's got strep throat. Aww. He was like, "Argh." He sounded like an old man. It'll be fine. You drama queen. I remember getting the chicken pox. I think I remember getting the chicken pox. Do you remember the chicken pox?
Yeah, I think I got that.
Do kids even get the chicken pox anymore? I don't even know.
I think that it's one you can vaccinate for.
I mean, because before you would get inoculated for it. Like, you would get vaccinated, but you'd get, like, super sick. You get, like, super chicken pox sick from it.
Yeah.
Bless you, buddy. There's a secret in this room. There is a secret in this room. There are secrets in this room, Sean.
Deadsnium.
Dead Sneesium.
I solved the riddle.
He has found the secret. This one is... Oh, never mind. It does do the thing. I was going to be like, this one's even silly in that you don't even have to do the funny little line puzzle.
I don't even remember.
I believe
Did I
in you.
shoot them?
Yes.
Oh, I shoot that, right.
Yes.
Okay, so...
And I told people about Alert Isn't a Word recently, and I How do I remove such shame from my permanent record, Sean? How do I remove alert wasn't a word from my permanent record, Sean?
I mean, you can never truly escape it. It will live with you forever. Now that's incorrect. Game, I think you know that that's incorrect.
The secret reveal itself. Now what? Now what?
Apparently being subscribed gives you 20% more channel points.
Oh yeah, I did not know that either. Yeah, you get that. At one point, and I might look into this again, but I doubt that this would work this way. I did want to, a long time ago, be like, because like the whole alert system is cool, and I kind of wish there was a way, like, if you were a subscriber, you got like kind of like limited or like open access or your own version of that to do. I might look into that again. I haven't checked that in a while, where you can have things pop up on screen for being a subscribe. Thanks for being a sub-scrub. What if we turn into one of those novelty channels where all we do is like hell? You ever been to, Sean, you ever been to that barbecue place in Kansas City that screams at you? Why can't I think of what it's called? Gates? You ever been to Gates?
I don't think so.
I mean, it's good. Gates is good. But like one of their whole appeals is that you step in, and the first thing that they do is you'll have someone just scream at you, "What do you want?" essentially. It's, "Hi, how can I help you?" They'll just scream it at you at the top of your lungs as soon as you go inside their establishment.
That's silly.
Uh-huh.
Why does this turn off if I jump?
Yeah. I think it has to do because
fidget.
I think it's because it specifically
disobeyed me.
Wants to go down when you're not on the upside.
That's the Limburger hat, Corvus. That's to designate. That's to indicate who's playing.
Yes, Limburger
So
hat.
I tried to jump in there. Do I have to jump in from the other side or something?
I was gonna say maybe, Sean. There are many sides to a single circle.
Bastard.
Circles are, if nothing but full of
Accidentally
sides.
dropped the thing.
It's fine.
Accidentally hit Y and I don't have any left.
Well, that's a damn shame. You'll have to get some, Sean. It's a good thing that they drop fairly frequently, but also, I wish no, I don't get it. I actually do not understand why power bombs are on a resource. Like, you can use them in fights. They do clear rooms. You can just nuke a room with a power bomb, but that's like it. That's all. Circles have a non-existent and an infinite amount of sides. Now, circles don't have corners, is what you mean. Well, technically, circles have one. Would you not qualify as
circles have one side?
Have a single side, one single continuous, never-ending side.
The question is, how would you describe a two-sided object?
I'd say a coin, but technically coins have three sides because it's a cylinder.
It's also not like a two-dimensional object like a circle is.
Sean, I'm a dumbass. A plane. A plane has two sides. Duh. It has a top and a bottom, or however you've oriented. It has it has side 1 and side 2. Those are the two sides of a plane.
Maybe I don't know what a plane is.
Like a surface? Like a surface? Like a
Okay.
like a two-dimensional plane. Like a flat square.
But a square has 4 sides.
Now, Sean, when you say that, you make me sound like a dingus. You make
You
me
see
sound
now
like...
why I'm confused.
When you say that, you make me look like a dimple. A dimple.
Welcome back, sir.
Oh, has the boy returned? Has the raccoon returned from
Good.
his
He's taken
slumber?
He's taken up the Henri position again.
Oh, good.
I have 1 bomb now. There's an ammo station in the Dark World. I wonder how hard it would be to get to it.
I don't know. I hope that isn't one way. That'd be fucking awful. I don't think it is. It might be. It seems to be. Well, time to find out.
Where do I even...
You have to go... Yeah, I think you have to go left here. Yeah. Hey, but there's a yellow door that you can get to on the other side of that, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
It'll be worth it. There's a bunch of boxes here. All according to Dadaku. Game, you were
where I wanted to be.
You were so late. Oh, look at these friends. You don't want to meet your new friends? Look at him. It's a ceiling monster.
Mechanobite. Wall-walking mechanoid. Mechanoid uses magnetism to propel projectiles at enemies, vulnerable to simultaneous explosive blasts. The Illuminati created the Mechanobite to help patrol the corridors and shafts of the Sanctuary Fortress. It uses magnetism to keep itself attached to the walls and ceilings. In combat, it will fire projectiles toward its target with a magnetic accelerator.
It'll file
It'll file projectiles with the IRS.
Uh-huh.
Can only be dislodged by simultaneous explosive blasts. Ah. Nice self-destruct. Well, I'll never kill them. Incomplete mechanoid. Similar between incomplete unit and rogue mechanoids of Luminant design found throughout the area. Well, yeah, I assumed they were built by the same people.
My boy is weak, so I take this opportunity to smooch his face in many ways. He does not appreciate my affections. He's in a weak and vulnerable state. I'm a smush.
You must let him know that he is smushed.
Uh-huh. But...
Put the water in. Gotta make your bones wet.
Gotta make my bones wet. Got to moisten my bones. It's where the water goes. These
How are you shooting me through the ceiling?
I think they, like, are really slow projectiles at home? So they, like, wrapped back around? Ow. No! The goddamn scaffolding got in your way. Well, Sean, I ended up binging Mr. Monster Number, the big monster number, and it seems pretty good, and it's definitely not finished, the classic. So either A, it's selling manga, or B, they're working on a second season. Let's hope second season, I guess.
Can you please remind me what Mr. Monster Number is?
Kaiju number 8. I would be curious what you and Jackson would think of it. It's a pretty, it's a shonen. It's a pretty good shonen though. I'm not I'm neither here nor there about specific genres of literally anything, but as far as shonens go, it's pretty good.
Okay.
As far as shonens go, I like it.
Why am I here again?
There is an exit on the other side where you could big explosive.
Why am I here again?
Why am I here?
Why were we put on this earth only to suffer?
I'm already a demon. Part of me is like, I should ever finish that game, but the other part of me is like, probably not.
Okay.
I mean, I like me a Metal Gear, but what?
Which game?
Metal Gear 5. Metal Gear 5. Never finished it. I played a decent amount of it. I liked what I played of it. It's fun. It's a fun game.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard good things. Never been a Metal Gear head.
They're fun games. They've got really... I think if, for me, like, when you accept that they're a good combination of, like, over-the-top and decent, serious writing, I think that's what makes them enjoyable for me. Because, like, I think people who get, like, super into, like, Metal Gear Solid's got such a deep and complicated story, and I'm like, guys, it's got some interesting ideas and some really dumb fun. Just accept it for that. Some really dumb, over-dramatic parts, and I like over-dramatic when it's like done in weird or fun ways. That's always what I've gotten out of the Metal Gear series, is that they're over-dramatic. They're soap operas. If you like a soap opera, you'll like. If you enjoy a soap opera for being a soap opera, then you would like Metal Gear.
I played a little bit of Metal Gear Solid 3, and I just couldn't. The extreme wordiness of the dialogue really put me off.
Mm-hmm. That's
what is happening?
You're like hitting an invisible bumper wall. Don't know of what. Oh.
Ah.
You have a friend. You found a friend.
Look at me go.
Let's look at Amigo. Looky
That means
Amigo.
friend.
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it like that. That was an accident. I didn't mean it like that.
Okay, well. Back to the old...
balls. Back to the old balls, I guess. Looky, Sean, they do something more interesting with the spider ball.
Yeah, it is something. I mean...
Almost got it.
Okay.
But Kaiju number 8 is pretty good. I do think that as far as like a show that does feature the Man Punch, it does feature One Punch Man. It's weird. Like, I don't think it quite slots itself into parody, because it doesn't really parody anything so much as it just kind of recontextualizes a decent number of tropes that a lot of like shonen falls into, to just being like either more interesting or just better written than most typical shonen stuff. So I'm just like, yeah, I like me a good shonen. The thing that I'm always like is, in this case, what makes the punch guy do good punch be compelling is that he actually has a pretty good reason why he can't good punch all the time. Also, it is just whilst it is still pretty serious about it, it is also just the defense force from EDF and Godzilla Final Wars, which, might I say, even in reference to Godzilla Final Wars, why is that has always been such a when did it start with Final Wars, that idea of just like, we've just got some regular human beings in big suit, or not even big suits, in just suits that fight the kaiju now? When did that start? Was that in Final Wars?
Maybe. I mean, Final Wars is the kind of movie to make some shit like that up.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, I for me definitely have a sense of like appeal of that from Kaiju number 8, because it's just in the show. It's just a thing in the show. It's the exact same thing. It's just the exact same organization and everything.
When are they gonna make Kaiju number 7 though?
He's already dead. Anyways, I have no idea. I don't know anything about that show. I only just binge watched the first season, which is probably like the first, 5 volumes or whatever. I don't know how manga's paced these days.
Apparently Wendy's is gonna make Krabby Patties.
October? What does that mean?
It's gonna be a crab burger, presumably.
Yes. Also, are we dumb?
I probably have to kill these guys or something.
Well, you killed them and you got a bomb that way, but it wasn't like necessarily the way out. Oh my, wait, no, yeah, why is that off? There's clearly a morphball cannon in the middle of the room, but I don't know how you turn it on.
There's missiles under here too.
It's like, what the hell? You're not soft locked or anything. Oh my fucking god. It wasn't like this before. Was it?
Maybe.
I don't remember you ever doing that.
Well, it goes to show, what do you know?
Apparently.
But hey, I got a key, and now I never have to go back that way again.
Now, do you think they're going to put crab in their Krabby Patty? Do you think it's gonna be like a crab cake cross hamburger?
I mean, surely at some point in its 18 seasons, SpongeBob SquarePants has explained the ingredients in a Krabby Patty, right?
But that's the whole thing, is it's a big secret, Sean. Mr. Crab. That's just his name. I can't find a funny way.
It's not gonna be a secret much longer. Wendy's is about to spill the whole fucking bean.
It's true. Does Mr. Crab have to work at every single Wendy's to be able to make this Krabby Patty? Is that what it is? He was like, I'm not gonna tell you it, I'm just gonna make them for you. He's gonna be at every single one, every single Wendy's is gonna have a Mr. Crab.
Probably. It's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Before you use this here, I was gonna say, I think you just have to. Oh no! Will it reach? God damn it.
Well,
I'm so sorry, Sean. Your intentions were pure, but I tried to warn you. Bonk. Want to be crushed by the elevator? Is this for your sins or Metroid sins? Who's being punished here?
I just want it all to end.
Whose balls are you crushing right now, Sean? Don't crush Samus's balls.
I didn't. I just want a fidget game. There we go.
Did you ever particularly enjoy the kind of like fidgety behavior of jumping in an elevator going down in a video game? I did that a lot. That was like one of my favorite. Like if you could jump and in an elevator, and you have an elevator, jumping down in an elevator going down was always fun to me. I don't know why.
Can't bomb these guys.
Yeah. You should be able to.
Let me drop a bomb.
Huh. Oh, there you go. No, you have to.
You have to feed them a bomb.
You have to feed them. Well, there you remember your friends, the Triclopses. Come on now. I do love their design in this game. They're very fun, and I love that they still scuttle. Oh, there he goes. Oh, what? Oh, hey! It all worked out.
Take 3.
Do it, Sean. Don't let the intrusive thoughts get to you. You worked so hard for that one.
I did have to sit there and spend a moment remembering which button was correct.
You really did want to push it, though. I could see it. You were like, the power bomb would open this door. Good on you for even trying to do that midair, though. I didn't think you could pull that off, actually. As in, like, I didn't think that would happen. But I'm pretty sure you... Well... I love that shit. I love...
It's Dark Samus.
Yeah.
She's eating Phazon.
She's eating the blueberry jam. You gotta stop her. Actually, blueberry jam looks...
Nasty.
Yeah. She's just hungry. She's just hungry. I don't think you have to watch her do the whole thing. I think you... Actually, I don't think you have to watch her do the whole thing. Bioscan complete. Target DNA confirmed. Dark Samus! Target is energizing herself. Building internal supply of Phazon energy to dangerously high levels. Oh, nuts! Oh, beans and stuff. Not that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
how
how this game works, right?
Yeah. Dude, don't you understand how a door works? John?
Yeah, you can say it. You can call me it.
No.
It's fine. No one will judge you.
I'm sorry, Jacob. He's gone. Or it's gone. They're gone?
No, that book is called Aragon.
What other books from that? Was Aragon the only book that
No, there
was
are
like,
lots of books, actually.
I know there are lots
There's like
of books,
millions
but
of books.
I'm like, did Aragon have like any noteworthy contemporaries at the time? I'm like, why can I only think of like Aragon was the book in middle school for me?
I mean, Aragon was extremely popular.
It's because the dragon bleed. That's how you know it's mature. There's so much blood in that fucking book. Everyone bleeds so much in that book, if I remember correctly.
Everybody bleeds. Boy, I don't know when I saved last.
Actually, fairly recently. It's fine, Sean. It's just Dark Samus. It's not that bad.
You couldn't possibly be difficult.
Ah, dude, it's her sequel.
Dark Samus, airborne, enhanced, and vengeful. Enhanced beam system and boost attacks added to arsenal. Stealth field generator present in armor. Tactical scans have identified several new battle systems in the armor of Dark Samus. She now wields a potent variant of your charge beam. Her boost attack has been augmented, and the ability to render herself invisible is present as well. Bioscan suggests that Dark Samus can reform her body, short of total atomic disruption. Extreme caution recommended.
You like Dark Samus. I think they're a neat design. Oh god, the morphball boss is back. Oh god, the boost ball boss is back though. Hey, look, you already beat her. Good job.
I doubt that.
I do think this is a good set piece too. Whoa, I never noticed that. Her fucking arms get all stretchy, like they're made out of organic material instead of you know, metal like armor is made out of usually.
Mm-hmm.
Well, too bright. She put all of the darkness in your eyes and overloaded your senses.
What is that?
That, I always forget how to deal with this part where she's just like, and now I have a shield, and I turn into a big ball, dive ball. Boy, they really liked the morph ball enemy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're kicking her ass, though.
Yeah.
Now, Sean. There you go. I was like, you were doing so well.
I didn't see that she came invisible because she just like came toward the screen. I thought she walked past me.
Mm-hmm. Also, Sean, I can finally watch different things. Guess what I finally fucking finished?
Whoa, did you finish Deep Space Nine?
I finished Deep Shits 9. It's good. It's good. I think it is very, very good. I think it's very good. I like it a lot. Its ending is pretty good too. It's just a really solid show. It's a really solid show. Maybe if for any show that's going to have fucking filler in it, it has maybe the best filler I've ever seen. Not to say that all of the filler's good, but when the filler is good, it's really good. Now, Dark Samus, we told you, you're not allowed to do... You're not allowed to do that at the birthday party, Dark Samus. Oh, she made the wall scucky. She made the wall scucky.
She doesn't feel so good.
Ah, dude, I think you got her this time. She didn't even catch her. She just kind of walked up to her and let her fall.
I mean, she tried to catch her.
But her arm was like at her side. You can't grab with your cannon hand. That's not what you're... Wait. How did they fall? There's a platform here.
That's what I was wondering.
Good dog, Sean. He's super dead now. You'll definitely never see her again. Look at that lighting effect. It's so nice. It pulsates.
Cool. There's a lot of just like cool little things in the environment in this game. I always appreciate them.
Oh yeah, the details in this game are fantastic. If there's definitely anything that didn't have any expense spared, it was the visual detailing in this game. It's all really nice. Now I don't know why, but I'm having a little bit. I'm having a Metroid Prime 2 faint trauma memory of be careful not to die at this next part, and I don't know why. I remembered having to redo Dark Samus because I died here, and I don't remember why, so be ever careful. Maybe she just kicked my ass as a giant child baby.
Yeah, I mean, I liked that fight, but it was honestly one of the easiest boss fights in the game so far.
What's funny is I think her first fight was harder, honestly. Her first fight was harder than this fight. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
Sean,
give it a shot.
I rightly can't tell you why,
What?
why or how I died at this part. There seems to be something about this room, but oh.
Of course.
There seems to be something about this room.
There's something about Sally.
There's something about Salazar.
Slytherin?
Yes. Or the Salazar from Grim Dawn. He's like a character something. Or I guess just the demon. I guess Salazar's just a demon.
This good? Okay, that's good.
Oh my god. I didn't think that was gonna work.
I wasn't confident.
It very clearly wanted you to go like the other direction and then jump over, so I'm impressed. Color me impressed, sir. I didn't think that would work.
I'm a magician. Who are you?
I'm you, but I'm. Oh, is this the X-ray visor talking? Because I'm you, but shittier. I like the idea behind this visor, but I think you're going to hate it.
I'm Orange Samus. I got a spray tan.
Mm-hmm.
Eco.
Dude, you can now play the game Eco. It's just the game Eco covers your vision.
Honestly, that would be better. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool visual effect.
Yeah. Like, I like the intent and the idea. Like, I think visually it's really cool, but I think
Also,
in some
the
rooms it gets...
soundtrack.
Yeah. Finally! See, Sean? It just took you playing, what, eight sessions of... So, like, it just took 24 hours. You'd find something you like in this game.
I've liked plenty of things in this game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think this game is more flawed than Metroid Prime 1, but also has more unique ideas than Metroid Prime 1, and I can respect that. That's my usual takeaway with Metroid Prime 2, is that I think it has more flaws than the first game, but it is more ambitious than the first game in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
And I mean, as far as like objective improvements, the visual design is absolutely better. I guess like the combat really hasn't changed. It's kind of like done a side grade. There's not like anything better about the combat in this game. It's just more Metroid Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Which is how sequels worked at one point, once upon a time. They didn't have to blow your mind with completely new redesigned. It could just be more of that game with maybe some new stuff.
I mean, that's still how a lot of sequels are.
That's fair. I can't remember the last...
But yes, I get what you mean, though. There's an aversion to, like, reusing stuff from the previous game from a lot of companies. It's one of the reasons that FromSoft is able to pump out so many games is because they don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
They will reuse any and everything.
Seemingly.
And honestly, that's fine.
They've
As
even
long as you do
found...
it well.
I was gonna say, they even found a very unique position to be able... Didn't they literally just say all doors unlocked? Oh.
Or unlock.
But, they literally utilized that in Elden Ring to be like, you remember this guy? You haven't seen him since Dark Souls 1. Looking at you, Erd Tree Spirits and Capra Demon, though. I like the Erd Tree. I like the reuse.
Did we make Capra Demon?
Oh yeah, they somehow brought back Capra Demon as new Capra Demon to remind you how old Capra Demon sucked dick.
I don't remember this at all.
Remember they've got like a scary Oni devil face. They've got two giant horn-covered swords, and they have hordes growing out of the side of their face, and they just have the Capra Demon's moveset if it was on steroid crack speed. All three at the same time. You don't remember him?
That's some good drug.
The first one you meet is in the Albinauric, at least the first one that I met was in the Albinauric village. It's literally the Capra Demon fight, except instead of 2 dogs, there's like 10 dogs.
I don't remember fighting Nintendogs, honestly.
I mean, that's just a lot of the dogs, and that's just every.
Are you talking about the one by the campfire?
Yeah.
He only has 1 dog, I thought.
He definitely has like 4 dogs.
Huh.
The one where you could.
I'm sorry to inform you that that fight wasn't very memorable for me.
Well, you want to know how I remember it? Is being as reminding me what it's like to fight Capra Demon for the first time, and that it sucks.
Okay.
Because
Germs and gems, we have progress.
also, if you want to test it, you have the smell-o-vision now, and there was something you could smell in this room. I actually don't know.
You smell.
I am the stinkiest boy of them all. You're right.
Oh yeah, downstairs.
I'm actually not 100% sure. I don't remember. I think there might be one more special thing about this that you don't quite have yet. Yes, there is. There is one more thing. But at least you can look at it now, Sean. Don't you feel so cool for being able to look at this thing? It's a cool visual effect, and it sucks that in reality, all they really do is just highlight things for you to interact with. And also the visual effect can be kind of disorienting. Like, in rooms like this where you're like, and I see fucking nothing. I do like the way that it, like, visualizes the beams, though. It's so cool. And the echo effect is really nice. Yeah?
Nothing.
Uh-huh.
Nothing at all.
Yeah? No, tell me how you really feel.
Just the sweet nothings of a man in pain.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so is this a thing that I can interact with now?
Man in Pain is my favorite novel by...
No, this is still nothing.
By... Oh, why do I not know any authors? Like why don't I know any interesting authors, Sean? I know all of the authors everyone knows, like Shakespeare and Kevin Bacon. Not Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon?
Not Kevin Bacon. What's the other Bacon? What's his name?
Bacon?
What's the Bacon man's name, Sean?
I don't know an author named Bacon. There's Sir Francis Bacon, but he's not an author.
It's not Bacon?
You're baking your brains.
I'm baking my beans, apparently, yeah. Bacon! Wait, it wasn't Francis Bacon?
I just said Francis Bacon, but please enlighten me of the Francis Bacon book you're familiar with.
Oh, he's an Irish-British painter. Fuck!
Uh-huh.
That's not a writer, that's an artist.
Right. This is what I'm saying.
He was a philosopher, statesman, and scientist.
I mean, Francis Bacon is a cool dude.
So he probably wrote like a couple books, just not like any fiction, probably. Dude, he has a homepage. Hold on.
You're a work of fiction.
Francis Bacon Estate.
Wonder why I couldn't get through here. Let's find out.
Fuck. The aim of this website is to provide an ever-expanding fund of information of Francis Bacon's art and life. Oh. Well, that's neat, actually. No, never mind. That's neat. He's got a fan. He's got a fan club. Look, it just goes to.
He's happy about that.
I bet he is. Sorry, I had to scream.
Mm-hmm.
It was necessary. It was required. I had to expel the demons. Why are you yelling?
Sorry, I had to scream.
That's my life. But yes. Why? Huh? Oh, this isn't a. That's why. It was blocked. It was deblocked. You needed smell-o-vision.
Well, that's why I'm here.
This is the wrong smell-o-vision.
Oh, whoops, sure it is. Shut up.
Oh my god. Why are there so many? They're just bullying the door to stay shut. That's all that is. What a weird concept, though. Like...
It's very strange.
It's very odd.
Fucking red door.
Uh-huh. You haven't seen a missile door in a while.
I was gonna say, is that even... What does that even mean?
You don't even know how to get through red doors anymore.
Mm-hmm. What are you?
It's a door! You've seen that door!
This door?
Yeah. Or it was a door. I don't think it's a door anymore. I think it's just a wall. I think that's called a wall, Sean.
Well, that's not a door then.
You've been faked. How does it feel to be faked out?
I'm a faker.
Faker. When is Keanu the Hedgehog going to finally reveal himself, Sean? I need to know.
I mean, it's gotta be fairly soon. Do I have to... I can't even. Alright, here we go.
I can't even. Oh my god, this is a fresh hell. This is an awful orb. Why is this orb like this? I like this little scaffolding thing. It's fun.
Got a dark temple key.
Yep. I think you got one more, I think? I don't remember. I don't actually know if you found any of them yet. I think you got one?
Well, I found one.
Ah, shit. Ah, beans. Parsec's doing that fun thing again.
Ah, thank you. Wonderful. I love it.
Hydrate Man is here too. Such a good time to do that too when you're on the orb.
Mm-hmm. I can definitely do something about it right now.
Got you. Well, while you figure that out, we're all just gonna spend our time with the crocus. Look at him.
He's wonderful.
He's just such a friend. I like this cute little guy. I like the one that's little, just hugging a big lizard. Just hugging a big swamp lizard.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. There we go.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I don't know why it originates on a different screen. It's very odd.
What do you mean?
It for some reason doesn't show up on my main screen. It only shows up on the left. I don't know why. Very odd.
Probably a setting for that.
Probably. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I just do the classic Windows Shift left. That's my favorite shortcut. It actually is like my favorite shortcut now.
It's a good one.
It's very nice if you have multiple screens. I don't remember what... I had something happen where somehow a window ended up off screen. I had to use that for that. It was so bizarre.
I've had to use that a lot of times, actually. I forget why, but... Oh, this is an ammo recharge. Yeah, I forget why I had to do that a lot once upon a time.
I know I had to use it a lot for, like, switching between screens, like, left and right in that phone job that we were in briefly. I know I had to use it a bunch for that.
I want to say I used it at home, though. I think it was maybe... Shit, I don't remember. It's like a weird shortcut to have to use a lot, but... whatever.
Hibernation Man, by the way, only really talks to bears. He mainly just kind of conspires with bears. He's a bear conspirator. Which is fine. I would conspire with bears. Which is now the name of my new album, Conspires with Bears. I think this is just a save point, too. But hey, there was a key over there. Now, where could the last key even possibly be?
There's a place or two. Milo, you're very sweet.
Mm-hmm. Does Milo try to suffocate you the way that my cat does with love? It is love, but he is also trying to suffocate me.
I mean, he's laying all over my stomach. I don't know if that's suffocation exactly, but...
Yeah. He has become very fond of the strategy of it's either right before you need to go to bed or right before I need to wake up. I'm going to place myself strategically right between your chin, mouth, chest, and neck. And I'm just gonna sit there and cuddle straight into your face. And I'm like, this is adorable. If you position yourself wrong, I will die. You will choke me to death. Seems that there's an upstairs, but I don't know if you can get to the upstairs from this side. It doesn't look like it. There's no elevators. Oh, there.
Wouldn't I be able to?
Yeah, there's no window. Now, what is that? That looks fun. Pain. It's pain. It's a hurt light. Can't scan it. It just hurts.
Okay. Weird.
Go off, Queen? Oh, this is the key room. Key door. The key door. Now, Sean, you've seen this twice before. You know the secrets. You know the secrets. You know the ways. Bah. Yeah. It is nice finally, like, I think Deep Space Nine is probably the longest thing I've experienced in a long time. That said, I am looking at fucking Monster, which is not near as long as that, but it is 74 episodes long. And that one I might just watch until I'm bored with it or something, because I don't know if it's gonna stay good for 74 fucking episodes, but it could. It might. Do you know what Monster is, Sean?
I was just about to say, I don't remember. I've never seen Monster. I think you talked about it recently, though.
Yes, and the only reason I know about it is because I believe Ari recommended it to me, but it is about a surgeon who ends up who ends up doing a surgery on somebody who suffers a critical brain injury, but that individual ends up turning out to be a murderer. And it's pretty good. It's the same person who I guess wrote Death Note. And what I've seen of it, it is quite good. It is quite good.
Okay.
The first episode has it's a kind of noir mystery. Who the fuck? Mystery who the fuck?
Who even did it?
Who even did it? Who even done the dang murder?
And how dare?
It's got a pretty good first episode that covers more than that, obviously, and has some interesting kind of like social dynamics going on with it, and it's got an interesting starting premise and an interesting kind of like there is more like going on with, you know, specifically the main how the main character gets into the situation that he's in and why it matters to him. So like they do some interesting stuff with it. It's a weird, it's just a it's a god damn it, it's murder mystery crime show. What the hell is the word of, is it just crime? Are they just called crime shows now? It's like a CSI. What are those?
A detective serial.
Thank you, that's the one. I like to call, I tried calling it noir, and I'm like, no, this isn't really noir, because noir has a very specific flavor. You blew up that whole damn door. Now there's scary smoke.
Noir consistently. It's very odd to me.
No, noir? How are you supposed to pronounce it?
Noir.
Noir.
Noir. You pronounce it like no space R, but it's more like N-U-A-R.
Noir. Why is it when I say it, it sounds like meat drapes? Meat drapes is probably one of my favorite jokes in that movie. Man, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I should watch it. It's a fucking Slam and Slam is a very good movie. Salmon Salamon is very good.
Mm-hmm. Salmon Salamari.
Mm-hmm.
This is a spooky tunnel.
Oh, you've got new friends! You've got goopy
They're old
friends.
Look
at how flat they are. Eating larva slarm, large pack of hunting infants, hunting babies.
Oh man.
Yeah? What?
Oh, to be a large pack of hunting infants.
Oh, to be a large pack of hunting infants. Swarming is largely harmless. Infants will avoid bright light when possible. Eating larvae travel in swarms for protection. They are weak, with no real defenses or attacks. The few that make it to adulthood are quite cunning and vicious. That's it. This is like the only one that they're like, this is a swarmer. You know what a swarmer is. If you don't know what a swarmer is, how are you this far and you've played this much Metroid Prime 2 and not Metroid Prime 1 and don't know what a swarming enemy is yet? How? This is a fun room. This is a fun room. Ooh. That's fun.
Huh. Peculiar.
Mm-hmm. Peculiar.
Bejeweled.
Bejeweler. Man, we were watching a lot of... Maybe I just go on a Ghibli. All I know is that I probably don't want to do another long show. That's for damn sure. I feel like stuck a fucking ring on Deep Space Nine, and it was ultimately worth it. But God, I don't like things that go that long. They just keep fucking going, man.
Yeah, I did stall out in season 2 and have still not gone back to continue it.
I'd almost say don't do what I did if you can help it. Like if you're kind of like, if you're not the kind of person to like binge that much of a show all at once, it might be worth being like, okay, I watch a season, then I literally go watch something else or go on another binge for something else and then come back when you're ready to watch more Deep Space Nine. But yeah, it is worth it. Like, of course, it's not perfect. It's got its fair share of filler that is just filler for filler's sake, but for the most part, like, it just has a good spread of like anthology science fiction concepts and a good overarching narrative about a war. It's pretty good. It's very good. I like it quite a bit. I see why it's so well regarded in the space of in the Star Trek space. All the people of all the Trekkies, you know them. Those guys.
The Trek Lords.
All of the Trek Lords and their funny hats.
So last time I came to a room like this, I left and it was a mistake. But once again, I do think that this is a dead end.
I will say that the thing that's obvious to me in this room, you definitely can't do yet. That's all I'm gonna say. So if there is something else in this room, I don't know what it would be.
Okay. I'm out of here. So long, creepy tunnel.
I cast fireball. I still don't know where that audio clip comes from. Just probably somebody making a goddamn wizard goof, because wizard goofs are fun. I was never big, on magic growing up, but I definitely have deepened an appreciation for wizards now. I appreciate wizards much more than I did when I was younger. I like wizards. I like magic a lot more now, too, I feel like. I definitely didn't used to like magic, like, even a little bit. I don't know why. I was not really interested in magic as, like, in fantasy. I do not know why. I always liked the guys who hit with sword good.
You don't like whimsy and mystique?
Apparently not. I don't know. When I was a kid, apparently I didn't like whimsy. I don't know why. I can't explain why I didn't like whimsy. I just didn't. I always thought magic was... I think part of it is because when I was growing up, I always viewed magic as kind of like a way to like excuse rules, if that makes sense. To be like, ha ha ha, I don't have to follow the rules, I have magic. That's I think what I viewed magic as a kid. Like, I don't care now. I don't give a shit now. I think magic's great, but I definitely thought that like magic was like cheating almost. It was like, I don't have to follow I don't have to follow the rules. I have magic, and I don't have to make sense because I have magic. I can do whatever I want. When, as of learned that you can write magic to have cool rules, so, I just want my magic to have rules, that's all.
That's understandable.
I want magic to have consequences, that's all. Otherwise, to me, it was always like, yeah, why wouldn't I just pick magic if I could just literally do whatever I want?
I mean, yeah, if you could do whatever you want, that'd be great. And it's not normally how magic works in like a storytelling setting.
I'm trying to think of where my exposure for magic got that kind of, like, mentality. Like, because, like, for me, like, thinking back what I used to think on it, it was always just like, you know, you have this guy who trains really hard to be this big, strong guy, and then you have what I always saw as, like, the guy who does magic who just can shoot bullshit out of his hands for free.
See, that's interesting, because I feel like usually the most traditional, like, representation of a wizard is somebody who's, like, studied super hard and devoted their life to magic.
I guess I just didn't realize that wizards were huge nerds, and I probably would have liked them more if I had realized that. Or maybe...
Wizards are the scientists of fantasy settings.
To be fair, I also was, like... I as a kid, actively would object and be like, I don't want to be a nerd. Even though I didn't really do anything... I definitely didn't work out well enough to not be a nerd any other way, but I definitely was like, I don't want to be associated with it no matter what, so...
I don't want to be considered a nerd, so I'm gonna like swords instead of magic.
Yeah, I'm gonna like swords and buff guys instead of magic. Nerds.
That's funny.
Yeah, that you know, the Isaac logic tracks there. That's probably why, Shaw.
Remind me why I couldn't go through here.
It's a big hole.
It's a big hole. It's a big hole.
It's a big long hole. That's the answer.
Big hole. Okay.
See, I want you to ask me for help more like that, because then I could tell you.
Why not? Give the kids what they want, right? That's all they want. You just want some singing and some entertainment. You can give them whatever you want, man, you know?
I'm not feeling so well, and I don't really know if it's...
Ah, there we go.
Kill. I want to kill. I think we're back. What the hell? Welcome back, everybody. Oh, goody. Oh boy, I'm glad. It's so weird. It's okay. So this is something. This is something that's been. I've on and off. Like the internet has been not as bad as it was, but every now and then it just like is like internet done. And I'm like, why internet done? Why are you internet done? Don't internet done me. You don't get to internet done me. I don't know. It's still. I've just noticed recently there's still some moments like that, but it's never been as bad as it was. But it's still, God, Google Fiber too soon. Google Fiber too soon.
You mean not soon enough?
Yes, not soon enough. Not soon enough.
Oh, I gotta go the other way. I gotta go the other way. Down the big hole.
Somebody just messaged me for help, and their conundrum was they cannot escape Zaxby's abs. Buddy, I'm sorry to tell you, you gotta go eat Zaxby's. That's the only solution.
You'll never be free otherwise.
Yeah, you gotta go eat Zaxby's now. I'm sorry. God damn it, Sean, I gotta do a stream repair now. Fuck.
Yay!
I don't know what to make, though. I'll probably do some bullshit then. When I don't know what to make, it'll be something really simple. Usually.
I actually got a hurt falling animation from doing too good a jump in the elevator.
That's why you're not supposed to jump in the elevator, Sean. You'll crack your limbs.
Mm-hmm.
You'll crack every bone in your body. Man, do you think that I might be the human most affected by internet interruptions on the planet? I feel like it is sometimes.
On the planet, surely not, but it sure does feel that way.
Sure does feel that way sometimes. I cannot understand why things malfunction so frequently here. God damn it. It's unknowable and frankly unacceptable. I'm probably, as far as I know, the only person on the planet who tries to even do what he does with his VODs, so... Oh, hey. See, look, you shouldn't have listened to me. I was telling you that you couldn't come back to this room. Look at me being wrong
when were
again.
You saying that?
Don't worry about it, Sean. You just gotta know that it's good that you didn't listen to me.
Alright. I guess I really wasn't listening to you because I don't even know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. That might have been when the jammer reappeared, though, so who knows?
I really wasn't listening to you then.
Uh-huh. What's weird is I didn't get kicked out of your computer at any time, so that was very odd.
Parsec has the strength.
It really does, but you couldn't hear me, which is interesting.
You were like breaking up really bad. Like I could hear that you were talking. You were breaking up too much for me to tell what you were saying.
Sean, I wasn't breaking up. Discord dumped me.
Well, you were breaking up on my end.
Get it? Like, cause
Yeah.
I
get you.
You sound so enthused by my joke, Sean. You found it so funny.
MCCanary's now live.
Dude, I'm live. I don't know if you knew. Make stream elements.
I'm alive.
I'm alive. God damn it. The maker doesn't. I'm literally working on a video. It's not even a very long. It's not even a very big video either. I'm a little upset about that too. I'm just like, I'm already working on a video. God damn it. Amongst other things. Pizza. You pizza. Well, hi. Yeah, all I can figure out with these creatures is that shoot them when they don't have the white cloud on them. Very weird. It's odd, right? Because it's like, I get what they're going for difficulty's sake, but how do you make something that's more difficult to fight that you get something easier to fight them with that isn't just, man, it really sucks to fight them until you have the thing that makes them easier to fight?
Yeah, I mean, by making it so that they're just really easy once you have the right thing, but they're normal difficulty until that point.
Mm-hmm. And nothing lost. Look, we're getting guys, I appreciate you. We're back up to 4. Yay! See?
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. I appreciate you. There are many times where I wanted to cry when the stream had a whoopsie like that, and everybody left. I wanted to cry.
Don't be a baby.
I don't
Yours
want
throw back.
I won't. Yeah.
What the fuck are you? Surface. Movement. Without this system, the surface isn't movement.
Mm-hmm. No movement on this surface. No movement allowed on this surface.
Okay.
Sorry, Sean.
Well, bye.
You're too slow for this wall. You're too slow for this wall.
You're not movement enough for this surface. Ah.
Doctors hate him for how much movement is on this surface. Doctors hate the movement of this surface.
Dr. Surface hates you.
Uh-huh. Wow, what did Dr. Surface do? Why is Dr. Surface mad with me?
Well, I think the question is, what did you do to Dr. Surface?
You did this, Sean.
This.
You did this. That's what you did to Dr. Surface, honestly.
Okay. What?
Boss fight now.
Is it? Oh, I guess it is.
This might actually... I actually kind of remember liking this boss fight, because this is like probably the only morphball fight that has something interesting and like good about it that works with this dumb thing they keep on trying to make you do. Like, this is actually a really good one. I remember liking this one. This is also like a better version of the robot fights from the first game, like the robot sentry fights. Which I really liked those fights. Those were good fights.
Yeah, this is kind of cool.
See, there's exactly one good morphball fight in this game, Sean. They figured out one. They couldn't get all of their morphball fights wrong. They'd have to get, I don't know what that was. That was spooky.
It's probably fine.
Uh-huh. Why is he doing that? Sean, why is he doing that? Think you just gotta ball him when he pops out, I guess.
I mean, maybe?
Can't know until you try, am I right? Fuck. He's just really fast. Do you think Samus is getting dizzy in this, by the way? Because I feel like I'm getting dizzy. Or Shocky.
But
oh,
I
God.
thought... Alright. Why is the boss music still going? So I guess I'm still fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Phase 2. I see. That was confusing.
Ooh. That... Oh, that was just mean, game. Ooh. Yeah, something about this fight also really feels like a fight from the first game, too. I do it a new way. You're gonna have to fight all the way up his big long tube. You saw how tall he was. He's so big.
Talk about his big long tube. He's
I mean,
sensitive.
That's what he's got. That's what he's working with. Oh.
Hey,
it's fine.
I'm fine.
It's fine. You got this. Ooh. Shit.
But why?
Ooh, that was close. Ooh, that was close again.
I don't fully understand how I'm meant to get an angle on the ball in this one.
Oh, nice. I don't know how you got back on that spider track that way, but...
Either.
Ah, fuck, that was so close. Ooh, okay. Mercy smiled upon you there. Eee. God damn it.
Oh.
It's so close. Nice. Okay. That was really
why
good.
That worked.
If it works. Ooh. Got your dumb head. Yeah, you dumbass. Easy. Now you could definitely stand up in here, right? Oh, actually, you can. You know, I mean, I just kind of assumed. I was making a bit, and it turns out that you can, in fact, jump up there. Now what? Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
I was like, I too was like, where the fuck did it go? See, there's exactly one good fight in the game that utilizes the morph ball.
Yeah, I did like that one.
Oh.
What?
Now what? Excuse me? They put a cylinder on it. Oh. Good call.
When in doubt, check for things that are invisible.
When in doubt, use the visor to find the thing that you need to find. It's your favorite. It just does the work itself.
I do love that.
This is the world's worst. This is the world's worst elevator, honestly.
Uh-huh. It almost seems out of service.
Uh-huh. Boy, that's a lot of shit to get. That's almost like concerning how much shit you just got. I mean, I guess you did just get out of a boss fight, but it only makes it feel like you're about to get into another boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is a cool room. Dude, it's the light map. This actually is a really cool room. I like this room. Though that jump gave me a little bit of vertigo. I don't know why. God, maybe this one will be cool or interesting. Maybe this one will be good. You don't know. You have to read it first.
At a certain point, we have to admit that we're... Oh, shit.
They can't all be bad.
At a certain point, we have to admit that we're in an abusive relationship.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh. Sean, why are you so mean to me? Chat, can you believe that Sean said that? I think Sean might be one. Sean might be the guy.
I am trying to signal to you that I am an abusive.
Uh-huh.
I am a singular abusive.
You're an expletive?
I'm an expletive. I love it.
Uh-oh.
Our battered forces gathered in Sanctuary Fortress to prepare for the inevitable siege there. They didn't wait long. Wave after wave of Ing assaulted the greatest of our fortresses, with one goal in mind: to seize the energy there. The Ing turned the machines of Sanctuary against our warriors, and soon all was lost. The energy of the Sanctuary was taken by the Ing. Only one energy controller remained on Aether.
Hey,
Holy
Sean.
shit, do you guys say anything else?
Sean, did you know that...
Did you know that we fought the Ing for the energy controllers? Did you know they tried to attack us to take our energy?
Did you know that the machines were turned against us? It is so weird.
Behavior.
Yeah, I immediately was like, you could have instantly made that way more palatable and interesting to be like, how did they turn the robots against you? Like, at least be something interesting with that. Like, obviously they possess them, but like, say something fun or flowery with it. Come on, guys.
Alright, I'm gonna go save because I feel like it's been longer than I'm comfortable with.
A hot tits minute.
Mm-hmm.
A long day's night. How do you feel like you've been working?
Oh, I see. Now I begin to understand.
How did you find a way to drop down so that way you landed directly right next to the energy tank? Wait, yeah. Oh wait, never mind.
Here.
It's at the back. I really thought it was like immediately to your like left, and I was like, how?
You thought I was the fool.
I thought you were the foil.
Little did you know. You dumbass.
I was the dumbest. What? The boy, he very lightly in a soft voice said, "Why?" Aw, you big baby. You big baby. I think he's doing better. He's purring again. He's purring again.
Aw. He feels comforted in his time of need.
He's a big baby. He does a very cute thing though sometimes to get my attention, where he'll just like he'll look at me with his eyes, do slow blink, and then reach out a paw and just grab me right in the middle of my shirt, and I'm just like, "Aw, thanks, buddy. You know how to mostly not use your claws too." Like right now, you only know how to use your claws to tear into my shirt, but not my flesh. I appreciate that. Maybe he just thinks he's tearing into my skin, my very loose skin that I take off and put on every day.
Like some kind of lizard.
I mean, appropriately so. I am kind of like a lizard. I did try to put him on the ground earlier, though, to be like, okay, I need to see how you're going to respond to, like, just walking around or moving, and he immediately was like, I'm not getting out of your lap. You're not letting me get out of your lap. And I'm like, okay, buddy, you can stay. I just want to check. He immediately was like, there is no getting me out of your lap. I stay here now. I'm a sick boy.
He's a sick boy and he has sick needs.
He has sick needs. He is a freak. Now, Sean,
I figured that was the case.
you do have the capacity to get over there.
I don't want to.
I know you hate the spider ball, Sean.
Oops.
Hi, Silos.
Shoot it.
Shoot it. Shoot what? What?
I did it. Just for you.
You just did that for fun.
Where
Oh, nice.
am I?
Nice health.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're just back over here.
For just a second, my whole brain misinterpreted everything on that screen.
Mm-hmm. Your son really is toasting you to death, isn't he?
He's a warm boy. But I can't even get through here. Why would I fight you?
Look at all these big robots. Look at all these big, scary robots. I do vaguely remember really enjoying fighting these guys. They actually
Pretty fun.
they made it really satisfying to boost into them and then hit their little nubbin on the bottom. It's got a really good, like, popping feeling when you hit them. I don't know how to describe it. It feels like you're, like, busting a fuse or something when you boost into their butt. You're popping a fuse.
Don't tell me how you're busting.
But busting makes me feel good, Sean. You know this. Echo Gate.
I don't have the good echo.
You can't do it. You can't.
That's
You're
cheating.
Uh-huh. Now go that way. And go that way.
Okay, I figured this was gonna be a dead end, but I had to check. I had to check.
You couldn't have known, only assumed, and you know what assumptions do.
They poo-poo all over you.
They do poo-poo all over you. don't want to be assuming. You don't want to be caught assuming.
You don't want to be making statements.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Yeah, I remember liking this room a lot. It's a cool room. It's got crazy spider ball tracks on big old wheels. Look at how fun that is.
Crazy, what the hell?
Crazy what the hell indeed. Crazy what the hell indeed. I agree. Yeah. I'll probably... What's funny, Sean, did I tell you that I watched the Fruits' Baskets?
Oh, you didn't? What did you think?
I saw the first episode of the newest version, which is
I forgot that they did that.
I mean, it seems good. I do still want to watch the original too, because I'm pretty sure that there's at least one definite... Is that the one where there's like a pretty big meme dance of a girl doing a really silly dance on the school roof? Is that from Fruits' Baskets as well? Or do you know? Do you have any idea?
I don't remember. It's been a very long time since I've seen Fruits Basket.
I did watch the start of it, and I was like, this seems interesting, but I don't really know what's going on here. I find it interesting that your main character is homeless. Ooh, it's a puzzle. What a weird room.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
But I was not expecting what the show is really about, and I mean, I will watch it because it seems right up my alley, but all I really gathered was it's a harem for girls.
A little bit.
But hey, it's got a fun idea. I really like the main character, and I just really wasn't like the first scene is like, oh, that's interesting. Is this like... I didn't think this was gonna be a fantasy thing. I thought this was just like a whoa. Sean, you almost made it. That was a wild shot.
Oops, shit.
But I was like, oh, that's a cool scene. That's neat. And then, like, you get into the meat of the show, and they're like, oh, they're just it was just, like, symbolic, you know? And then the episode ends, and I was like, nope, it's got fantasy in it. Well then, okay. That's fun. That seems fun. It seems up my alley. I'd like it. Main character seems like a fun character. The boys seem like fun characters, and they all seem cute, so... yeah. Just seems like a real solid show.
Yeah.
But I really had no idea. I really thought it was just like a romance slice of life that took place in like high school. You know, Toradora.
No.
There are so many, and I can't literally think of a single second one, and like I don't know why. I can't. A clan ad. I thought it'd be like, well, it's funny, is clan ad kind of has fantasy elements.
After story is a totally different beast, though.
That's fair.
The first season of Clan Ed is mostly just a
but you
high
still
school thing.
Listen, I know you excise it from your memory every time, but I still maintain that I enjoy Fuko because she's a gremlin and I love her.
Fuko still mostly falls into the, like, high school harem romance thing.
Yeah,
even though she is a ghost.
She's a literal ghost, I was gonna say.
What?
You missed a critical step here. But Sean, it's a fun Rube Goldberg machine. It's a mousetrap. You don't like mousetrap? You don't like being in mousetrap? Huh? Something about
Mousetrap.
Wait, you were in the play Mousetrap? What?
By Agatha Christie. In high school.
That was an Agatha Christie play? Mousetrap?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck? The Mousetrap. It's a murder mystery. Oh, well, it's Agatha Christie. I should have realized that.
Uh-huh.
I think. Oh wait. Have you got? Careful of the scary. Careful! It's the spooky door, or it's right there. You can't go into it. You can't touch it.
Come on.
You like this weird emancipation grill that you're slowly getting fed into? Also, welcome back, Creeper. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything, like the stream suffering consequences.
Suffering from the consequences of our own actions.
I do think you have missed the important detail once again. Oh, never mind. You found something else, but it wasn't what I thought you were going to find. You found another detail that I didn't notice, but I will say there's one more detail you're still missing. One more
talking about.
One more detail.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome. The stream is pure suffering. God dang it, Silos. You can't just tell people that. You can't tell. They're not supposed to know that my co-streamers are in constant pain whenever they stream with me. It feels like they're having a fever cold that they can't wake up from. Their bodies ache after every stream.
Ikaku means suffering.
Have we all played Peglin before?
Peglin.
No.
No, and I think the only reason it sounded familiar to me is because it sounds like pangolin.
Oh, it's adorable. It's got a little goblin guy. Actually, I think I have heard of this game, but I have not played it, no.
What is it?
Just like a little goblin puzzle game, I think. Fight enemies by collecting special orbs and popping pegs to deal damage. Just like a little... It's just like a little action goblin. Oh, it's pachinko.
I see.
Pachinko with a little goblin friend.
Oh, this.
It's like...
silly.
Yes. You have found that... What the fuck, game? What the fuck, game? Why did you have a pipe leading you to the portal like you have to do the... You have to do the first part of my puzzle to be able to get to the pipe end. Honestly, why the fuck is that pipe there?
Okay, now part 3.
John, I'm so ever curious. What? I'm so ever curious. That's all you need to know.
Okay. Because that wasn't the end. I mean, maybe this just loops around, but I did fall off the first time, so I never actually made it to the end.
I thought you did. I thought you did once. Fuck.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Okay. What?
It's right there. You saw it.
No, that's not what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, are you trying to figure out a save?
No. I'm
Have
trying to
they-
figure out if I want to go to Dark World or if I want to go this way. This seems like a dead end. That's a good way to go. I like a dead end. There seems like a lot in Dark World.
Only your heart can show you what the soul hides.
Must be true to your heart.
Look at the friends you have. You got mechanical jellyfish in here. Well, that one was really fucking zinging, apparently.
Yeah, he had places to be. He was like seal losers.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I hear there's pizza in the office, suckers. It's also a roguelike, apparently. But it's like a little It's a bubble puzzle game. What would you call puzzle games like Tetris and like Bubble Bobble? What are those?
Like
what is their
traditional puzzle games?
Yeah, they're just a puzzle game, right? Like a block puzzle? I guess they'd be like block puzzle? It's not really a block puzzle because it's like creative for a block puzzle, like cuz it works more on at a glance works more like on it works more on Pachinko rules. Is Peggle a game? I've never heard of Peggle. What the hell is Peggle?
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that also kind of like Pachinko? Is it like the thing where you got the little peg rods and you drop the ball bounces around? Is that what Peggle is?
I've never played it myself.
Clearly I haven't either. If I have, it's been a very long time. I can't remember. And I brought up Mousetrap though, and I've always been curious how bad Mousetrap is to play as a game, because I love the Rube Goldberg machine that it comes with. It's like the most fun part about that game. But it definitely isn't good. It definitely can't be good.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Like, I don't imagine that being like a good game.
How do hear you guys?
But it's got a Rube Goldberg machine, and I love Rube Goldberg machines. Like, genuinely, I think they're great.
I mean, low-key, it's an old school, like a classic board game, which like 9 out of 10 times translates to just a kind of bad board game.
Mm-hmm. Move a piece, do a thing, draw a card. I think actually a board game that I remembered really liking that I wanted to play more was a weird take on it was like a weird take on Jenga, essentially. It was Jenga, but like horizontal. And it was called like Icebreaker. And the idea is you got a little hammer, and you take these like blocks, you take these square blocks, and there's this like tray. There's this tray that like is set up like a platform. You set all the blocks in, wedged in there. And the idea is I think there's like maybe like a little bear figurine or something, but the way that we just played it with Jenga rules is you had to punch out an ice block without making any of the ice blocks fall out. And it was like perfectly like tensioned in a specific way that like there was like resistance to it, so like you could really gauge when a block was about to fall out or not, and it actually felt really good. Like it is a really weird. Yeah, it was just horizontal.
I do like Jenga.
Yeah, it's just Jenga. If Jenga was horizontal with a little bit more violence, because you really felt like you were like tapping out the blocks when you did it too. It didn't feel like you were doing it like lightly either. You really felt like you were putting some effort into tapping them out. I'm gonna say actually. Wait. Where the hell are you?
This is a Luminoth Vault Chamber. Vault's composed of numerous super alloys. No known weapon could destroy it. Okay, I wasn't trying to destroy it, but thanks.
Samus is like, can I blow it up? And they're like, no. And you're like, aww. Oh, hey, look, it's just that easy, Sean. I don't remember getting this early. No way it's that simple. Nope, it's not that simple.
What did that do?
Oh, Sean, you
I
did.
turned on the laser.
Huh, I don't remember getting this early.
I mean, this isn't that early. This is like the end of the game, almost.
Yeah, well, I remember getting it later in the game is what I meant. Once your swap set of puzzles is done. Yes. I mean, yeah. You need to take a look at those again. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Been a while.
I still don't know what. I don't think I've ever actually heard the song that we reference whenever we say that. I think somebody just started saying it in our friend group, and I was just like, that's a funny way to say that. What was your favorite? Did you have any obscure board games when you were growing up? What was your favorite obscure board game, if you had one?
There's 2 horror-themed VHS-based board games.
Oh yeah!
That I loved. I believe the one we had was Nightmare.
If we can, surely those have to be imported into YouTube. We just need the board, right?
Yeah, in theory. I mean, I can't imagine they were good, but I liked them as a kid.
That sounds awesome, though. Inherently, it sounds like a found footage board game. Wow, it really has been a while since you've interacted with one of these gates. There you go. You'd get there eventually. I believed in you.
True to your heart. You must be true to your heart.
You've got music on the brain, it seems.
I'm music pilled today, I guess.
He's just filled with the sing-songs.
I'm filled with the sound of music, you could say.
Didn't you say that movie was kind of mid?
I haven't seen it.
Oh. I thought you said you watched the sound. Oh, you watched Singing in the Rain, which is a shame that it's kind of...
I mean, I think you would like Singing in the Rain. I didn't like Singing in the Rain that much because I don't really care that much about, like, traditional Hollywood dance, like tap dance and stuff. Like, I think it's fine, but it doesn't, like, do that much for me.
It doesn't bring you joy.
That movie is just an excuse for a bunch of old Hollywood stars to do a bunch of tap dancing and shit. Like,
I mean,
it's otherwise barely a movie.
I would like that. I have, at one point, from a young age, always liked tap dancing. It's very weird. Like, I don't know why tap dancing just was one of the first, like, old-timey dance stuff that I immediately, like, kind of fixated on. Like, even when I was a kid. I loved the idea of tap dancing. I think it was all the clicking. I liked all the tippy-tapping. It's so satisfying, like, to listen to. It does
have a satisfying sound.
Mm-hmm. Just go to the tippity-tappity and the rippity-rappity, you know? Man, they just clippity-clop. It feels so hot.
Whoa.
Laser beam.
This just in, Isaac is sexually attracted to tap dancing.
I mean, it's fucking hot, man. I'm sorry. If somebody just busted out a sick-ass move in front of me like that, I'd have a lot of emotions to fucking process. And I would be impressed. I'm just saying. Everyone has a simple way to their heart, and mine are particularly peculiar but simple. Man, I don't know if I can choose between peculiar but simple and, what was the other one? Oh yeah, Conspires with bears. I feel like both of those are very good, very good VOD titles.
Mm-hmm. Beans.
And every time that happens, it scares me. I always got concerned that I would get hit by my own missile anytime something got reflected in this game. So, pretty much what you're telling me about Singing in the Rain, though, is that it is just... So there isn't even, like, a narrative or anything, or characters?
I mean, there is, but, like...
Oh.
The only noteworthy thing about that movie is the singing and dancing. Everything else about it is just okay.
Fair enough. It's no Blues Brothers. It's no... Oh, brother, where art thou?
Sure, I mean, yeah. If it's what you're looking for, it's what you're looking for, but...
Fair. I do think Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is probably my favorite musical adventure that I've seen, honestly.
Oh brother, art thou?
Oh Brother, Art Thou. Oh brother, why art thou? Oh brother, what art thou?
I have heard of chess, as it turns out, Creeper.
Listen,
I'm more of a fan of Go, personally, but, you know.
I could muck up some checkers. Checkers!
Checkers is like chess for people who think chess is too complicated, even though it's not.
Uh-huh. I remember, I feel like, does everybody have that age where they play chess and then they go, chess is like the coolest thing. I wanted to play so much chess when I was a kid. And I was never
this is why
good
you
at
were
it.
self-conscious about being a nerd, because no, absolutely not. That is not a thing that most people experience.
Really? Because it's not even that I thought I was good at chess. I just thought chess was cool. I thought it was like a cool... It was my first turn-based strategy game, Sean. I thought it was cool for that.
No, I'm sorry to inform you, most kids don't think that chess is cool.
Fine.
Interesting, maybe. Yeah, at best. Cool now.
What a cool device, though. I love this room, actually. What a cool fucking way to open that. So dope.
Yeah, that was neat.
Sean, you got somersault.
We.
Honestly, I love the way that they interpret this ability. It's really cool. It's like 3 abilities, but it's 1.
Press B to jump. Press B to jump. Press B to screw.
It's like if you took every jump ability in a Metroid game and squashed them into one, but it's fun. I do love the screw attack in this game. It's really cool. Now you know what to do about all those long pits.
Okay, so I have a very specific limit.
I think it's 7? I remember it being 7 jumps. Oh no! It's the Space Pirates. They've had such a presence in this and threat in this game, Sean.
Well, anyway.
I do feel bad that the Space Pirates are... I also love this. Okay, you drop down the grappling hook. I feel like they were worried that because they didn't put a save over there, people would die and then lose a bunch of progress. I think that's the reason why they put the grappling hook there, because it really feels like they intended for you to screw attack out of that room, across that gap.
Yeah, I agree. But also I'm glad they did, because that would have been a really obnoxious amount of progress to be held behind such a far back save.
Yep. Well, we'll probably call it here, and you'll get the last key next time, Sean.
Next time on Samus Ball Z.
The checkers are tasty. You do eat the checkers after you take some with peace.
Have you ever played checkers with like those chocolate coins, and then anytime you capture one, you eat it?
Absolutely. I did that with the regular checker chips as well, Sean. It's how you play checkers. That's just how you play checkers. How were you playing checkers? Or with like little kiss, with the little kiss chocolates. Those are I haven't had a Hershey's Kiss in a long time. I haven't had a kiss in a long time.
Wow. Is that supposed to be, is that supposed to make me feel sad for you?
No, I'm ending the fucking stream. Well, guys, before we end the stream, let's make one last picture, buddy.
Let's make one last pizza.
Let's make one last pizza. If you're in chat right now, and you want to contribute, just drop me like a couple phrases in chat. Cut me a little bit of a phrase in chat. you kick us off, Sean. You have any phrases you want to start with?
This town is full of pizza.
This town is full of pizza. Said my cat in a
Drunken
fever. I can't put fucking in a fever haze. While eating checker chips? While eating checker chips? Well, eating checkers chips. Creeper, is Creeper, Chad, anybody? Is there anything else you want to add to that? I think that's a good amount. He was so good. He slept in my lap the whole time. He was like, life is too much right now. He was in my lap saying, life is too much right now. I can't handle all of this. Put it all away.
I am just a small boy.
He is just a small boy with no tail and socks. Well, I think we'll let this cook.
Stick it in the oven.
We're sticking it in the oven. So if you want to see that image, stick around to the very end. I do a bit of a closing bit, and we do raid after every stream, so that way the vampires in our chat can keep watching. Just everybody else out there, make sure to go lock your doors and windows, because it's almost lunchtime for vampires. And thank you for joining, everybody. Hope you had a good time and you enjoyed the show. If you're able to join the live show, thank you for stopping by and chatting and watching. If you're watching this in the future, thank you for taking the time to go back and rewatching the VOD. We appreciate it. If you're out there and you enjoyed this and you want to see more of what we're up to, I recommend scrolling down below and following or clicking any of the links. There's a link to an Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. We post when we go live on any one of those platforms, as well as anything else that we're up to, and just generally you can come hang out with the rest of the community there. It's a good time on the Discord. Speaking of which, a shout out to our community there and everyone who follows. You guys are a wonderful audience and we appreciate you. If we do anything particularly entertaining or noteworthy, feel free to clip it and share it on the internet. Just make sure to also hashtag it with MCCanary or link it back to the stream so people can find more of the good stuff we do here. Also, if you want to see the stream grow, you gotta let people know. I do appreciate it when people come in and mention that they learned about the stream from somebody that told us about them. It's really cool when people do that. So if you want to be a real rad dude, you can do that by telling people, and I always appreciate it when you do. It's super neat and it's super awesome. It's real. It makes me feel special. And a big thank you to Moat Shrimp and all of our supporters on Patreon and Twitch. Your generosity allows us to continue to expand the stream as well as take on more projects, and the stream would not be made possible without viewers like you. So we thank you. If you want to see your name added to this list, as well as a couple of the benefits you could get, you could always subscribe directly on Twitch or check out the Patreon page here. It'll show you everything that you can get, and any amount is always appreciated. Once again, thank you. And thank you to mods who do a wonderful job of holding back the robot army and preventing it becoming famous. Thank you, Sean. We're playing more Metroid Prime 2. I had a good time. We're almost done. There's not much left.
Oh my god.
Did you have any housekeeping?
Nah.
Well, go check out Sean and the rest of our friends in Goblin Entertainment. You could see what we've all made, done, what they've all been up to. All the channels are on that link tree. You can find the rest of my stuff here on this link tree. There's a VOD channel for the Twitch, as well as a YouTube for my own videos, and Art Station for my art, and a SoundCloud for my music. So go check everybody out. Goblin Entertainment. Alright, that's everything. Stick around, we'll be heading to somebody. Somebody once told me.
Oh,
It's gonna show.
me.
How
Hi.
sharp is the tool in the shed?
Sharpening my tool shed.
We're gonna go head over to Brad Vickers. He's playing Hidden Deep, which is actually a game I've been meaning to check out. It seems up my alley. I think I got the playtest for it. It's weird. It's like a kind of a survival horror Metroid 2D Metroidvania platformer that's very inspired by like Alien and The Thing. So yeah,
That sounds awesome.
yeah, you should check it out. I think the playtest is still free. I don't know. It's on Steam, so stick around for that. Otherwise, have a good evening, everybody. Take it easy. Sean, is there anything you'd like to tell the audience?
Do you think it's called Screw Attack because it was originally a glitch and they said, oh man, we screwed up?
And then they were like, wait a second, we can do something with this. Just how we also couldn't get Samus to stop jumping, her to turn into a ball, shoot missiles, and run real fast.
Mm-hmm. Basically, the entire Metroid system is just one big series of glitches that are carefully kept under wraps.
Uh-huh. Sean, this is what my cat looks like right now. This is absolutely what my cat looks like. Why is he surrounded by Totino's pizza rolls? Why is he?
I mean, wouldn't you?
In my time of, I don't think pizza rolls are good for my ill body.
But they comfort your soul, Isaac.
What is this pizza chip sauce?
It's cheese hero sauce.